Save up to 30% on moving and storage until September 22nd. Whether you're relocating to your new home or renovating your current one, don't miss this bigger than ever offer. Save up to 30% today. Book at pods.com.
Yeah, we come to dominate. That's it. Don't stop now.
There's one law firm that effectively handles the most serious personal injury cases, the Porter Law Group, securing over $500 million in compensation for the individuals and families they represent.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day.
The Porter Law Group.
What's up, Chad Flick?
For less.
We're doing good tonight because tonight is race night.
Available at West Her Chevrolet of East Syracuse. Choose from the largest inventory in New York State and have peace of mind knowing
tonight
every West Her used vehicle is reconditioned to our high standards. Tires, brakes, drivetrain, everything is carefully gone over. So each vehicle is checked.
Tonight is race night.
Drive away. And after purchase,
tonight we have the Coke 0400 from Daytona.
Chevrolet of East Syracuse. And that's why it's not just a used car.
It's a West Her used car.
Yes, so today is the Coke 0400 from Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. It is a 160-lap race around a 2.5-mile racetrack. So that is 400 miles. And yeah, the breakdown for tonight's race. Let's get that. Let's get that up here. Fuckers, where is this? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the breakdown for tonight's race? Where is it? You want to fucking give it to me? And any second now. And then maybe not. And then we'll keep looking. And we'll keep looking. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Hi, Fritz Chantilly here. Our comfort roofing system uses top quality components from
oh my God.
shingles backed by a 50-year warranty.
We'll get there. I'm so professional, dude. Here we go. So yes, tonight the race goes green at 7:55. It's 160 laps. Stage 1 is 35 laps. Stage 2 is 60 laps, and the final, so that'll be lap 95, and then the final stage is 65 laps. 7 sets of tires. Bob doesn't have like a fuel mileage thing on the post, so I don't know. I don't know what fuel mileage is like. It's all wonky. Fuel mileage is all wonky.
One car is up and over. Farrell rolling down the back straightaway. Ryan Preece is upside down into the outside wall.
How do you get back in the race car, put that behind you, and go try to win this race? You know, I feel like you just like any of us as race car drivers, kind of numb to big accidents like that, or at least I am. So when I come down here and I'm walking down this backstretch, it does kind of cross my mind that I've spent 3/4 of it on my route. I've never seen a race car put that behind. Do you look at those wrecks the same way as they kind of help define you and your toughness? I think it just preps you for sure as far as being able to leave whatever it is in the past weekend.
And for our win picks today, I have William Byron winning, Dom has Kyle Larson winning, and then Jaden has Kyle Busch winning. Dom's starting spot for his little work betting thing is 11th, and that's Josh Berry. So yeah, I was going to try to get Dom here tonight, but he doesn't want to fucking come.
When I come to Daytona, I think, man, I need to be leading so I'm not necessarily the one in the wreck.
Well, after spending time with Ryan, I am convinced that he is ready to put those wrecks behind him and focus on what he needs to get done tonight. But it is a challenge. Think about his situation. He is one of 3 RFK drivers that have to win if they're going to get in. So what do? A lot of teams here, they might have one guy, 3 others trying to help him, or 2 others trying to help him. These guys could be on their own. What decision do you have?
Sad the Humpy Wheeler died. It is.
Coming to get their checkered flag. You might make
Man was responsible for putting lights at Charlotte.
Not only you don't win the race, but your teammate as well, and now nobody advances. Very difficult decisions for these 3 RFK drivers coming tonight.
So, DJ, who is a driver currently below the cut line, needing a win to get in, that has a legit shot to do it tonight, in your opinion?
Okay, so I made this pick before I saw that piece, but I'm going with Brian Priest. Yo, Daytona, this track owes no driver anything, but if there's somebody that's due for some good fortune at this track, I believe it's this young man. I think he gets.
And yes, so this is the final race of the regular season too. So guys get eliminated tonight. My point standings thing over here won't be that helpful for that, because there's guys who are in the playoffs who have wins like that are below that 16th place line, like Josh Berry, SVG, Austin Dillon. So yeah, that's not the most helpful, but yeah, so I don't really know what to do for that.
Yeah, Marty, Kyle Busch in a must-win situation, but so much of being in position to win is about.
But we can look at the cut line right now.
What's the key to surviving Daytona?
I mean, having a fast race car, which we've had here the past few times. Our RCR Chevrolets have been really quick, and even last year we were in the position to win with our Cheddar Chevrolet. So
I'll look at the standings where I can actually see the cut line, because this is just like a total standings thing, so it's kind of like hard to.
He mentioned last year he finished second in this race.
Once the playoffs start, it'll be easier, because then everybody will have plus 2,000 points that are in the playoffs. Dude.
Realize. We'll talk about the dilemma for the 3-time Daytona 500 winner and what he might face tonight. That's coming up next.
So yeah, Alex Bowman is 60 points above the cut line. Tyler Reddick is 89 points above the cut line. So as long as nobody below the cut line wins a race, he's fine. They're both fine. But if somebody below the cut line wins a race, Alex Bowman would be knocked out, unless if Tyler Reddick had less points than Alex Bowman, which could happen if you get to a big crash and Bowman finishes towards the front. Then Reddick would be out. So there is an avenue where Tyler Reddick doesn't make the playoffs, but that's not very likely. Alex Bowman could actually miss it tonight if somebody below the cut line wins. But yeah. It's also Kyle Busch's best shot to win. I mean, seems like it. Time to get in the playoffs. Only last chance to get in the playoffs.
To keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
The weather. Bro, what are we doing?
Today, you're meeting for coffee. Thinking I love you. And then before you know it,
the weather could be a concern. For now, it looks good, but let's see. What does it say? Rain likely around 10 p.m. So this race definitely will go till 10 p.m. So we could see some rain.
The heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering.
Did it say rain possible or rain likely? What did it say?
What they do best.
Rain likely around 10 p.m. What does AccuWeather say?
Helping neighbors.
AccuWeather says
getting it done. For them, only America's
rain will likely form in 52 minutes.
In every Chevy truck.
But then it doesn't say that like it'll actually rain until like
comes standard.
10:47. So I don't know. These weather apps are weird, man.
Smart choices to help lower my A1C with my
Don't worry about it.
Libre 3 Plus sensor. It's the little wins, baby.
Try for free at freestylelibre3.us/sherry.
But yeah, it's a 160 lap race, so lap 80 would be the halfway mark, and that's when we would be official. When the race would be official, if it were to rain and they couldn't get it restarted. I'm sure they would really try to get it restarted since it's the regular season finale. As we saw in 2022, the race was red flagged with 21 to go because of rain, and they spent over 3 hours getting the track dried, waiting out that rain, getting the track dried just so they could race 15 laps. But it's a good thing that they did because it's the regular season finale. It matters. It's important.
Live on NBC in Peacock.
Introducing the Big Deal Meal, a Sonic Smasher topped with Grillo's pickles, tangy pickled seasoned tots, and a Pickle Rita slush. It's more than a pickle meal, it's a pickle masterpiece. Live free, eat Sonic.
One Daytona race didn't resume till 1 a.m. I don't remember that. I know there was. Remember 2015, the race didn't start until like 11:40.
Of course.
And Alex Bowman. A lot of pressure on that young man. He's got to come through.
Yeah, that's two good picks there. But hey, I'm going to go. I said Ryan Preece is going to win this race. I really believe that's going to happen. I believe Tyler Reddick does enough to get that job done. That's a huge hill for Alex Bowman to climb.
Yeah.
Brad, real quick, if you're a team owner like you are and you were Rick Hendrick, would you tell all the drivers your job is to push Bowman tonight?
Yeah, you've got to help him if you can. But Kyle Larson's never won. He wants to win this race as well. He wants to win at Daytona. That Hendrick horsepower is enough, brother. I'm telling you. Go get it.
Time for tonight's pre-race ceremonies.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hats. And veterans, render a hand salute as the Robertsdale School Color Guard presents our nation's colors. NASCAR lost a transformative figure in the world of motorsports, Humpy Wheeler. Known as one of the greatest promoters in racing history, his passion, creativity, and larger-than-life vision helped shape our sport and revolutionize the fan experience for generations. Earlier this year, he was bestowed with the NASCAR Hall of Fame's highest honor, the prestigious Landmark Award. His legacy will live on forever at the track and in the hearts of race fans everywhere. Please join us in a moment of silence in honor of Humpy Wheeler. Here to offer tonight's invocation from Advent Health, Chaplain Eddie Goncalves.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing each one of us here tonight safely. Heavenly Father, we are grateful for the freedom we enjoy in this country. And for that, we pray for the men and women in uniform, wherever they may be, protect them. Father God, now I pray that you will protect each driver and each team member during this race. And we pray these things in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, Daytona Beach native, Kelly Kwiatek.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, saved us that star-spangled banner yet waving o'er the land of the free.
America! Yeah, who was that girl that William Byron was standing with? She was, And also, he's got a girl now? Love that for him.
Ready to go for the regular season finale for the NASCAR Cup Series. Brad, you've been in these situations over your career. Win or you're out. Alex Bowman admitted to Kim, there's nerves there, no doubt about it, but what goes to an athlete's mind in a moment like this.
Yeah, you're super nervous. You just have to remind yourself you're that nervous, you're that nauseated because you care. You're built for these moments. It's time to buckle in and go do your job.
Yeah, these drivers are nervous right now. The ones that aren't already in the playoffs.
No, Ryan Blaney's sister isn't dating William Byron anymore.
And you're going 200 miles per hour right there.
They broke up.
One thing on your mind. That's how do I get to the front?
DJ, I'm intrigued by the Denny Hamlin situation. If he's in the right position, he can push his teammate Ty Gibbs into the playoffs, or make sure the car he owns with Tyler Reddick gets into the playoffs. If you're Denny Hamlin, who do you push?
Whoever can get me to the front, and then I'm gonna pass them, and I'm gonna win. I'm a selfish person. I think you have to be that as a race car driver. Denny Hamlin told you these guys. Yeah, he wants to help them. They had 25 weeks to get it done. Now it's up to them to figure out a way to do it.
Oh wow, they're adding a Relief Pitcher of the Year award next year for the NL and AL. I honestly don't know why that hasn't been a thing.
Brad, William Byron's already clinched the regular season championship, but an interesting development for the 24 team yesterday after his crew chief Rudy Fugle was ejected.
Yeah, so William Byron has to start at the rear of the field and has to go through pit road on the first lap. So I'll have to do a pass through on pit road on lap 1. So he will more than likely lose the lead lap because he'll lose the draft. His first stage is 35 laps, so he'll be hoping for an early caution.
Yeah, he loves his crew chief, and they have a great relationship, but fortunately, they clinched that regular season championship last week. He can just
I have him winning.
William Byron, who is great
despite that.
So if the pushing your teammate thing is out the window, as Brad says, DJ, how about Kyle Larson? 0 for 51 at super speedway races. You're shaking your head, Brad. You think he's worried about Alex Bowman tonight or his own team?
You know, I think he's willing to help him do his part there. He understands he's going to have more opportunities, but I promise you, if it meant a situation, and I've heard this from people before, is he going to pull over and let Alex Bowman win the race if it takes that to do it? Absolutely not. But if he can help Alex Bowman, if he's behind and can push him up there, yeah, sure, he's going to be that teammate.
I'm sorry, Rick Hendrick, my buddy. That ain't going to happen. Alex Bowman, you're in trouble. 10 laps ago, and Kyle Larson's behind you, you got a problem.
I mean, 0 for 51 is a big number.
That could end tonight.
For Kyle Larson. And you also have to think about Christopher Bell, right? I mean, he has been so good at these super speedway races this year. Won Atlanta earlier this year as well. Daytona bringing the pageantry for the
green flag is at 7:55. I don't know why it's still why it's still 20 minutes away. Don't know what's going to take 20 minutes to get. Yo, this is fucking sick.
I promise you, he is smiling right now from ear to ear. He loved this. This is what he brought.
Look at the camera, Brad. This is unbelievable. He's going to repel off of a step of it.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Holy smokes.
Man, my hair is moving around. Look at this. This is unbelievable.
The other helicopter coming that close in the green flag.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Here in just a moment. That's a way to deliver the green flag.
They're delivering the green flag.
Finale here at Daytona. Listen to the fans cheering as well as they rappel down. That's cool. It did almost blow our roof off. It did indeed blow Ryan Blaney's roof off.
Did it actually?
And the soldier wearing the helmet camera will be bringing in the green flag. So we'll get to watch that up close and personal. While all of this is
fucking
going on,
sick.
2 more stories from pit road. Let's go to Parker Kligerman. If you're not fired up now, Parker, after the win last night in this pageantry, I don't know what you need.
Marty, this is absolutely awesome to watch from here on the ground. But for another driver who's watching this as he gets in his race car, that'd be Gale Suarez, who comes in this race 29th in points, absolutely in a
They are delivering the green flag in the most badass way possible.
And he's looking for a ride for next year, but you never know it. And speak to him earlier today, he basically told me, if I'm not at the front, all I know is within 20 to go, I just need to be in the top 20, avoid the wreck, and I have a shot at it, Dave, just like every other driver in this field.
So, Parker, what do all of our troops work on? They work on readiness. So that was a conversation that I had today with Crew Chief James Small about Chase Briscoe. Is the 19 team playoff ready? 1 win at Pocono 9 races ago, 4 more top 5 since. He said, hey, the last couple of months, we've been right where we needed to be. We just need to do more of the same. Don't change our approach. Tonight, we need a clean race, get more points. Kim.
Austin Dillon won last weekend at Richmond to lock himself into the playoffs. This number 3 team told me spirits at the shop this week were extremely high. And while there were celebrations earlier in the week, they quickly shifted their focus to Daytona, specifically how they can help the 8 of Kyle Busch get a win. It is their sole focus tonight. Austin saying it's a game changer for RCR to have 2 cars in the playoffs. It would just flip the whole momentum of where they are as a company.
Kim, the green flag has been delivered, and a year's worth of work comes down to one
That's pretty
race,
cool.
one final shot to earn a spot in the 2025 Cup Series playoffs. We'll get the engines fired in Daytona next on NBC Sports and Peacock.
Jaden did post his pick, but he's still a no-show in the stream. I don't know where he is at.
You've got the game.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus.
He's probably eating dinner. That's probably what he's doing.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
I'm entering the tournament. Come with me.
What are you driving for? A home? A family?
We make a good team.
That we do.
At Consumer Cellular, we pride ourselves on giving you fast, reliable, nationwide coverage at up to half the cost of the leading carriers. But don't worry, we've got more than that going for us. Like this beautiful store. Did you know we had these? They're popping up all over the country.
And now we're in Syracuse. So come check out our huge selection of phones and experience our award-winning customer service for yourself. If you're 50 and up, you can get 2 unlimited lines for $30 each when you switch to Consumer Cellular. So stop by our Syracuse store today.
It all started with 2 cars in his lawn, and now Ryan Phelps has nearly 300 quality used vehicles in Auburn, Sodus, and Phoenix. Ryan Phelps Auto is not only good at getting you approved, they care about their reputation, winning contests, earning 5-star ratings, and even an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
There's reasons that we've grown from being really small to where we are today. We are at financing and our reputation.
Visit RyanPhelps.com and see why everyone's buying from Ryan.
One case of mine that really stands out is an incident that my client was involved in with a big box store. A client of mine had gone to buy some material for a project that she was working on at her house.
Yeah, I think it was a Humpy Wheeler tribute because that's the type of shit that he would do. He would just have this insane shit happen pre-race.
Make sure that she was safe. As soon as she left the store, the car started wobbling and flipped over, seriously injuring our client. We were able to help her get to maximum award.
Transform your home with Comfort Windows.
The 3D model was really fun and easy to work with because you could see all of your ideas come together.
It was just a really good tool to use. It looks perfect. It looks better than what we wanted.
We have curb appeal.
Hi, Chris Chantilly here. Over the years, we've worked with homeowners to upgrade their homes with great products while providing the best overall experience possible.
Upgrade now and save 10% with 0% financing and pay nothing until your project is installed. Visit ComfortWindows.com today.
Join me for NBC3 News at 11, weeknights.
Daytona, where family names are carved in steel and speed.
Don't know where Jaden's at.
I won here in '93.
He's
My dad
MIA.
called it from the booth.
He's got to make it. Dale's got to win the Daytona 500. All right.
Father, son, Daytona.
And just last year, my son Harrison shocked the world.
Champion little boy has done it. Harrison Button wins in Daytona.
That's Daytona, the unexpected delivered.
But this place breaks hearts and repairs them too.
The legacy continues.
It surprises us and frightens us generation after generation.
Got out, Richard, he got out.
It's relentless. But regardless, Daytona still finds a way to make us smile.
From the very beginning, from the Pettys to the Allisons to the Earnhardts, every lap here is family, and every lap could change everything.
Now, the last race before the playoffs.
2 spots left.
Legacy's on the line.
Daytona. Expectation
meets the unexpected. What an incredible piece and great memories there. Who's going to make the memories for themselves tonight that can win and get into the playoffs here tonight?
Here is a first-person view of the green flag being delivered by the soldiers off the helicopter rappelling down and bringing it in to get things started here for 400 miles, the regular season finale for the NASCAR Cup Series. It all comes down to this. Time to set the Cup Series playoff field. Let's get the engines fired here in Daytona.
All right, let's fire him up.
Daytona International Speedway. Please give a big NASCAR welcome to WWE superstar Kevin Owens. Tonight, he is here to say the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engine!
That was a good command. It was supposed to be fucking Rey Mysterio, dude. That would have been way cooler.
Daytona has come to life, and viewers, last night I crossed this start-finish line first. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. But for the drivers here tonight, crossing this finish line first could mean their career is changed, their season is changed. And like one driver who comes into this race today with immense pressure, Alex Bowman, who drives for an organization where making the playoffs is not a goal, but an expectation. He's going to have to make it work here at Daytona. And one thing all people need to know, from the exit turn 4, this start-finish line is 10 seconds at full speed. 10 seconds to make the right decisions to define a season and possibly change their lives. We'll go racing for the World Center Racing when we come back.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made these $15 bills.
It's a full 40-car field
tonight.
tonight.
Maybe my face
Love to
is
see it.
Maybe the back of my head as well. But it turns out
But yeah, my one pick, William Byron, he starts 8th, but he actually has to go to the rear and do a pass-through penalty on the first lap. So it's going to take a lot of work, but I do think he's going to win.
Dollar corn dogs, dollar mozzarella sticks, and dollar soft pretzel twist every day from 2 to 5 p.m. Sonic Snacky Hour. Live free, eat Sonic.
when things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me.
Kamikaze Games is streaming the race? I thought he doesn't watch NASCAR anymore.
And reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take.
Oh, he's watching because Casey Mears is in the race.
Your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis.
He's a big Casey Mears fan.
Breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
I don't know where the hell Jaden is. Blue Jays did win today, so that sucks.
This is going to be a fun, intense Saturday night of racing with so much on the line on the biggest stage in NASCAR. As NBC welcomes you to NASCAR Cup Series Racing, this is the Coke Zero Sugar 400 in the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. Around about 80 degrees, some light cloud around, and we're hoping the rain stays away for a fun night of racing. Hi folks, Lee Diffie, along with two gentlemen who've experienced what that feeling of victory is like on the biggest stage. Steve Letarte, Jeff Burton. Jeff, you first up. Why is it so important here? Why does it mean so much?
Well, this is it. This is Daytona. This is the birthplace of NASCAR. This is where it all started. The greatest have won here. If you're a NASCAR driver, you have to win here. It's part of its heritage. But the problem with that is drivers tend to push, trying to make stuff happen. They want that win so badly.
They're doing them pace laps.
Bad decisions at big wrecks because of it.
Simply put, it's the world center of racing because if you're a stock car driver, this is it. IndyCar its home might be Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Well, stock car racing, its home is Daytona. I've been coming here since I was a 16-year-old kid. Every time I come through the tunnel, I get chills. Just standing up here, I have chills. There's something about racing here that's different than everywhere else.
All right, well, one guy who was right in the thick of it, you're looking at his car right now.
Oh, yeah, Jaden's making
behind
dinner.
The pace car in the Ally Chevrolet, that's Alex Bowman. Why is he in the thick of it? Because he's one spot above that cut line.
I thought he,
could
like,
go to
died
the
again.
playoffs. He could miss out. Let's have a talk to him. Jeff, dial him up.
Hey, Alex.
Thought we were going to have to hold another funeral for our boy.
Yes, sir. Big night tonight. You in a tight battle trying to get these playoffs. What's the strategy?
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, a little more of a stressful situation than I'd like to be in, but really just go for stage points here in the beginning, try to catch the 45, and see how that works out. Kind of the first stage will probably dictate the rest of our race, and go from there. We've had really fast Ally Chevys here lately. Everybody at Hendrick Motorsports has been working really hard, so you know, winning it makes it all easier, so hopefully we can get that done.
So you have track position starting on the outside pole. Do you just do everything in your power to keep that, get real aggressive, or do you try to be smart, make sure you do it?
Yeah, a little bit of both, right? Like, you got to keep your track.
It says there's lightning
Also know you
within 18 miles of the track.
Yeah,
So
patiently aggressive, I guess, but starting up front is good for us, and we'll see how it goes.
hopefully it could stay away. I don't know. Those clouds kind of look mean.
Starting up front is good for Alex Bowman, and we check out tonight's starting grid brought to you by Coca-Cola. As you may have heard in Countdown to Green, qualifying was cancelled yesterday because of localized lightning. So they start per the rule book, which is a blend of points and last week's finish. Ryan Blaney starts on the pole position. Back on row 2, Kyle Larson and defending series champion Joey Logano. Back on the third row, Austin Cindric, who is so good on super speedways, and Denny Hamlin, a 3-time Daytona 500 winner. Row 4, Austin Dillon, the most recent winner, and William Byron, who will go to the back of the pack. We'll tell you more about that in a moment. Chase Briscoe and a guy looking for a win, desperate for a win, Brad Keselowski. Row 6, Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez. Daniel still not sure what he's doing next year. Row 7, a row full of drivers need to win tonight. Zane Smith, Kyle Busch. Row 8, Christopher Bell, Longstar Carson Hocevar. SVG, and Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs, one of those drivers needing to win to move into the playoffs. Ross Chastain and Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell is a very good racer at this racetrack. Expected to see part of the battle tonight.
Row 11, we have AJ Allmendinger next to Bubba Wallace.
The Broncos won the Super Bowl in 2014.
Starts here at Daytona, but
One final chance, one goal. Damn right, Jaden. Victory. This is Kyle Busch's last chance to make it into the playoffs. Second year in a row we're in the same position. Don't like it. But, you know, even if he doesn't make it, we'll still have 10 races to watch him go for a win.
Cole Custer and Chase Elliott.
All right, let's keep moving through this grid. On the 16th row, Ryan Preece, another one, desperate for a win. He wants to forget about.
Where is Dom / Nick?
Row 17, Riley Herb.
Dom is not coming because he's a little bitch.
Row 18, Cody Ware, Austin is in the field tonight.
And then Nick, I'm trying to get him to come. He gets out of work at 10. I'm like, Nick, come over at 10. The race will definitely still be on. He hasn't responded. But I should spam him. I should be like, ayo, 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 ayo.
Here it is.
Guys, we're going to play free tonight. You drive free out on the racetrack. Pit crew, I want you guys to play free in the pits. We're going to call it free up here on the box. And when the dust settles and the smoke dies down from your victory burnout, we're going to go party in Victory Lane, boys. Let's have a good one.
No, I just feel like I need Freebird playing.
J guy, I love that.
Derek Finley on top of the box with a 60th Priest. You're going to see right away the 24 of William Byron lost his crew chief.
We'll have Dom for Bristol, I'm pretty sure.
The continuation of that penalty, he will have to come down and do a stop and go on the first lap of the race. We will see how far that puts
So William Byron more than likely will end up going a lap down. I still, despite that, think he wins.
Tonight, someone's going to experience that pure relation of maybe winning and going to go through to the playoffs. For others, they'll come so close.
All right, here we go. Pace car's off.
This is it. It's the final.
Let's do this. 400 miles of racing.
We talk playoffs after tonight. Under the lights at the World Center.
Green flag is in the air. We are racing from Daytona.
Such an important night for Alex Bowman. He's down on the low line and he's being pushed by his teammate, the 5 of Kyle Larson. It's Blaney up on the high side. Here they come.
Fast and left, son. I actually did order 7-Eleven pizza, but it's in the fridge. You might be asking why. I actually like 7-Eleven pizza cold better than I like it warm. That might sound weird. Just that's the only kind of pizza that I like it like that. But
35 laps, stage 1, no pit stop.
I'll get it at the end of the first stage.
Tends to lean the 48's way. He has track position, as you mentioned, trying to keep it. And as we talked beforehand, the 24 of William Byron peels down the pit road and serves his penalty as the Pack Thunders into one.
And there's William Byron making a stop and go. Oh, I didn't know it was a stop and go. I thought it was just a pass through. That's even worse.
So much slower than the Pack if it stays green.
He's still going to win.
Again, that was an infraction post-tech inspection. A little bit of movement within the top 10.
So is he going to go a lap down, like, immediately? I don't think so. He's honestly just hoping for an early caution.
To be strong. We climb aboard the King's Hawaiian Toyota Camry of Denny Hamlin.
Great shot right here. You can see on the roof. You can't even see the 12 car. The 12 car shows you how limited the visibility is. And the driver's visibility.
Yeah, Hendrick cheating. That doesn't sound like something they would do. Yeah, William Byron's now. My thing is reads 17 seconds back. This thing says he's 32 seconds back. That's probably more accurate.
Where you're just trying to find your position, get in the groove, so to speak.
Well, remember, no practice at all, no qualifying. Everything got rained out yesterday, so these are the first laps these cars have made.
You'll also just hope that nobody else goes a lap down
Is a racetrack that it's not easy
before the end of this first stage.
You want it to go fast, you want it to be aerodynamically slippery, but that makes it drive bad. It takes downforce off the car. There's a balance in that every single race. You really don't know what kind of car you have until you get in these positions.
These drivers make it look like it's a Sunday drive. It's anything but. It can be.
Yeah.
And maybe 10 miles an hour slower. But if you want to compete, that thing has to be on the razor's edge of control.
Look at this inside line. We talked about Alex Bowman, his teammate Kyle Larson pushing him. So far, that has not worked out. The inside.
Oh yeah, he's dropping like a rock.
They continue to lose position.
Lose probably about a second a lap.
It is not. They are still being overtaken. On board with the Braze Tree onboard camera right off the right rear spoiler, looking through that big 7-inch piece of Lexan that's bolted to the deck lid. A big parachute, making the drags very high in the draft, very powerful.
What a week it was last weekend for Austin Dillon. They're in the 3, going to the playoffs with that victory year after year in Richmond. And look at this separation now.
That anxiety, those nerves that the 48 of Alex Bowman talked about all week have got to be peaking right now. The game plan had to be to score stage points early. Everything was going right, started on the front row, and here he is outside the top 10 right away and really has done nothing. I don't even think he switched lanes. He hasn't.
So yeah, in the first stage, you probably won't see a green flag pit stop. In the second and third stage, you probably will. Like I said, Bob didn't actually post like a fuel mileage, like fuel run type thing, but I mean, I know that you'll have to, you can't make it 60 laps.
And where are you going to go? There's no place for them to go right now.
On the opposite side, the 6 of Keselowski, 4th in line. That bright orange car. Think about what could be for him. This is a champ who had just such a slow start. He has no chance at points. He knew that months ago. He said it had to be a win. The 6 car has figured it out, and here he is, 4th in line. Something just says it could be Brad K's night.
How about Kyle Busch? Busch sits in 6th place.
Kyle's running 6th right now.
A year ago when he came so close to passing Harrison Burton, coming to the line. He was out in front in the closing laps, and then had it all taken away from him. The Cheddar's on board. Let's go for
I can see Byron up in the distance. He'll probably be lapped within the next half lap or so.
There's a car out in front of the lead pack. Who is it? After serving the penalty, it's William
So he had
Byron.
6 laps. That's all it took for him to go a lap down. Well, 7 laps.
The position he's in when the caution comes out at the end of the stage. Jeff, I assume right here he just puts it on the yellow line, just tries to hopefully get picked up somewhere mid or back half the pack.
Yeah, watch what he does. He'll try to stay out of the way, but as they catch him, they actually slow down a little bit, or he'll actually speed up. Then he'll try to get a little bit closer to try to get to those cars.
Yeah, he's gonna get in line somewhere.
To help pull him along. He knows right now he's not in danger of anyone else being a lap down, so he's going to be really cautious right here. Tuck in behind him, use that draft.
Yeah, but you gotta get in line.
Get and be that first car lap down.
That's the best view, though, of the speed difference between a pack of cars and one car by itself. Now, there's a few stragglers behind the pack, so he'll pull right here to the right. Jump in front of, I believe that's the 3, is that right? That's the 3, yeah.
He's gonna lose the draft again, maybe.
Remember, he's wide
No.
open to the gas. He's going as fast as he can go. Just the draft of these cars is just...
Man, yeah, he's actually gonna lose the draft a second time. That's bad.
For Spire Motorsports, the 2021 Daytona 500 winner Michael McDowell.
Maybe
Michael's
not.
gone from 20th to 7th. It's a good start, Marty.
Yeah, in that blue car on the outside, Lee, and I've heard a couple of spotters mention that they have not really blocked that high line. At times, McDowell has gone 3 wide, at times 2 wide, but it's working. Jeff, are you surprised? No one's moved up there to block McDowell, who, as Lee mentioned, has come from 20th up to the top 10.
A little bit of the fear is if you block that outside lane before you know it's fast, then you get up there and now they take that spot on the bottom and the outside lane goes backwards. We just saw the bottom lane go backwards. So that's telling me that for whatever reason, and it changes all the time at this racetrack, that you're going to see this most of the night. You're going to see the second lane all the way up against the wall and the bottom lane in the middle of the racetrack. Now, when it gets 3 wide, they'll be everywhere. But right now, this middle and top lane are the fastest.
Coca-Cola Chevy for Trackhouse Racing. Daniel Suarez, he goes down low. He's had 2 great top 10 results. He's hoping to win and get into the playoffs here tonight.
We're here. Progressive's accident response detected an accident and sent for help.
Did we beat him? Where's Superman?
Saving the world, maybe?
So we did this!
Yeah, I don't think car insurance is really his thing. Not with us around.
Yeah, I already called a tow truck that started your claim.
I guess not all heroes wear capes.
Yep, some wear tummy capes.
Ew. Don't say things like that out loud. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Always footlongs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki with 58 grams of protein. And now Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any footlong in the app and get 40% off. Fuel up now in the Subway app.
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. That's the rule.
You lie on a Verbo. Get the vacation you expect. Remember a hovering host.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No. What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeFlight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeFlight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeFlight.com.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace. Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry,
Caution!
for only $3 more.
And that'll help William Byron.
Big hungry, is that a thing? That should be a thing.
The first caution is out on lap 11.
$6.99 meal of the day.
Who's that? Oh, that's Casey Mears.
Salty sand and burnt rubber.
Now I want to see Kamikaze's reaction.
High banks and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. That's what we love about the
Oh, wait, no, that's on a replay.
You gotta see it to believe it. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
Hendrick paycheck hit.
Ah, yeah, that song is back. This October, the NBA is coming home to NBC and streaming on Peacock.
John Test still got it.
You saw it during the break. That's the first caution of the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Casey Mears sideways and in trouble in the garage 56 SI Yachts entry. What happened, Jeff?
See in the middle of the corner, watch the left rear tire. Actually, it's coming off the right rear. The spark's coming off the right rear tire down. Spins it around. I gotta tell you, that's pretty fortunate. That's the only contact he made.
You see it right there on board with the 3 of Austin Dillon. You mentioned it, Jeff. No practice, no qualifying. Pretty good wreck avoidance by the 24 of William Byron, who should get the free pass. So I don't know if he ran over something, if maybe something's rubbing. I mean, this car is pretty straightforward. You wouldn't think there'd be contact with anything, but either way, a flat tire. Nice job by Casey Mears keeping it out of the wall.
Casey's first Daytona race in some 6 years.
Yeah, it's fun seeing Casey back at the racetrack.
He's edging closer to that 500th race.
Yeah.
Let's hope he gets there.
That thing jumped sideways, and he was probably thinking, what am I doing back? This is not fun. This isn't the fun I remember. Good break for the 24.
Sure is.
Yeah, so William Byron will get the free pass.
Yeah, his time at the back was pretty short-lived. Let's check in with Kim Coon. What you got, Kimmy?
Yeah, Chris Buescher, remember, in a must-win situation, and these cars
There's an
are
8
not
minute,
shaking
42
down
second green
because
flag
they
run to
didn't
start the
qualify.
race.
During the pace laps before the race, Chris Buescher got on the radio and said, I've got brakes, but the pedal is very long. Here was the most recent update.
We can bleed them.
What you need brakes for?
We're going to have to in order to make this best day as possible. All right, we'll pit when it's open and we'll work on them.
So they will come down pit road to work on the brakes. You heard Chris say, in order to make the best race possible, put themselves in position to win, they've got to work on them.
Fortunately, here at Daytona, with no brake cooling, accessing the calipers to open the bleeders, let the air out and some fluid out, try to get whatever air bubbles there is, and you can kind of top the fluid off pretty good. But as long as the pace laps are here, if it's just air in the system, it should be easy to reconcile. Now, the challenge is, why is there air in the system? These guys load cars all the time with no issues, so be interested to see if that solves their problem.
And I'm sure some at home are wondering, why do you need brakes at a place at Daytona where you pretty much run wide open? Well, you use those brakes to get your front bumper back against the rear bumper of the guy in front of you. You drag those brakes, you use them. Green flag pit stops, you have to have brakes or you will not keep up. You can lose the draft if all that doesn't work, Dave.
Ty Gibbs on pit road. He'll get 4 fresh Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel. The fueler making sure hack that fuel cell tight. Kim.
And you see, as predicted, Chris Buescher at top of your screen on pit road. They will bleed those brakes. Will take a little bit of time, but they still are optimistic about the rest of this race.
We'll see if the 17 and Chris Buescher can
See a bunch of
come back
guys
from
pitted
that.
there.
Well, we've had only one leader thus far for the 13.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney's had every lap so far.
Penske Ford out in front the entire way.
That's something I didn't expect so far. I thought there'd be more lead changes at this point.
It's been a fun summer, but back to school is finally here. Make sure you get a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk, so you can show Grandma their new sneakers. Stream the last lap of the race, and order some last-minute school supplies while the kids enjoy the last moments of summer. Switch to Straight Talk and spend less on wireless with a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
College football live on NBC and Peacock.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
It's summer event time, Sam. Great time to buy.
A Ford F-Series truck.
Take your pick. Gas, all-electric, hybrid, and diesel. With impressive towing capability for any size to-do list. Like building a house.
A 2-story brick colonial.
Or hauling that boat to the lake.
What?
That's actually on my to-do list.
Returning lessees can now lease a Ford F-150 for just $289 a month for 36 months. Plus, get complimentary 2-year maintenance only at your local Ford stores.
Centro is now hiring drivers and mechanics at all of our locations. You'll get a competitive salary, health and vision benefits, and we'll pay you while we train you. Come be part of our growing public transportation network and start a career with us. Apply online at centro.org or check us out at our open house on Saturday, September 6th in Syracuse. Centro, moving communities forward. Welcome aboard.
Well, it's straight. It is? It's a repetitive motion injury. Do you do this a lot? Well, I do give out a lot of checks. Now, what about this pain in my back? Tender, huh?
Reddick and Bowman restarting 18th and 19th, 20 to go on the stage when we go green.
Thank you.
Wow!
That explains it. Stick to friendly nods for the next couple of weeks.
This is hard. Watching it shouldn't be. Only Spectrum TV plans give you all the streaming apps with live TV included at no extra cost, now all together. So, score all the games, catch all the touchdowns, sync all the shots, and serve all the matches across your devices. Spectrum TV. It's way easier than that.
IBEW Local 43 NECA Union Electricians. We're on the job for you.
QR code you see there on the left-hand side of your screen, and if you scan it to enter the Coca-Cola Daytona 500 Flyaway Sweepstakes, and you'll have a chance to win the trip of a lifetime. Speaking of Coca-Cola, there is the Coca-Cola onboard inside the Trackhouse.
Alrighty, so lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to go back green.
Trying to win his way.
Here we go. Going to go back green on lap 16. Going to have 20 laps to go on the stage.
This caution come back to green. Let's have a really close listen inside the 16 with Brad Keselowski, spotter TJ Majors.
Here we go. And green flags back in the air. That's TJ Majors. I love TJ Majors.
Everybody's 2 by 2. Tight in front still. I'll let you know as soon as you let them go. They're tight. They're tight. They're tight. They're tight. Tight. Off. They're off. They're off. Half. 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 Tight. And still down there. Barely there. You are clear. You're clear. Pushing on the bottom in your mirror. Coming back to you. They're pretty tight front. Not pushing though. They're half off. One off in front. One. 2 by 2.
If I was a race car driver, I'd be telling my spotter to shut up so much. Like, I'd want to focus. Like, but then I'd also be the type of driver who would just get on the radio and say some dumb shit.
1 half quarter tight. Tight. Still tight.
That wonderful symbiotic relationship between spotter and driver.
Two things that really jump out. One, how quickly he can pick the binoculars up and find them in his field of vision. And two, all the information, all of that half, one, tight. That's the gap between the 22 and the 12. That has nothing to do with the 6. Those are the 2 cars in front of him. Now it has everything to do with what Brad needs to know, but he's not spotting his car. He's spotting the 2 in front of Brad.
And think about TJ Majors, the spotter. He is spotted Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Dale Jr., some of the very best on this type of racing.
Did you miss that voice in your head, or you've got one now with that producer?
No, I don't. I like being here. I love this seat. This is great racing. It's so much fun to watch, and I love the strategy. I love watching a driver make a move. Like the 6-car Brad Keselowski, that orange car. He could have made a left right there and gotten below Joey Logano, but why didn't he do it?
Oh, the round goes to 34! And Bubba Wallace! Or sorry, that's Tyler Reddick! Tyler Reddick's involved! Oh my god, that's Tyler Reddick!
Is to have an issue early and leave the opportunity
Oh, man, and he hits the wall. He's got damage, and he is now in danger of elimination.
Running in the middle of the pack.
Man.
It happened last week in Richmond when he was running so strong. And it's happened again here in Daytona. Came in 29 points above the 48. And here he is in the...
Yeah, now it's definitely closened up now with Bowman and Reddick.
Pit road because he knows he made contact with the front of the car. He doesn't want to damage it going forward.
All right, now go. Go, we need tires. Get right. Start with the right. We need tires. To the tires, the fuel.
Damn.
That car has some really heavy damage. You can see the hood buckled up. I think the back is in pretty good shape. You saw the tire change. You just reset the flap. No big deal. The concern I have
There's about a 2.5-minute green flag run right there.
Tires, will it continue to cool? They put 4 tires on it and send them out to drive around. Let's take a look what happens.
You said it before the race. The smart thing for him to do is to ride around in the back. There's Alex Bowman behind him. Remember, he's racing Alex Bowman for this position. Coming off turn 4, he and Gilliland come together. And around both of them go. And Alex Bowman right behind him. He had a front row seat of it.
Sure did.
That is big damage.
Yeah, the gap I think is cut to just 12 points now between him and Bowman.
To Alex Bowman last week in that
He still is ahead.
And now, early in this race, a problem.
They made contact with the wall.
And really, Steve, same as last week. Wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time, but their choice to be up here, they really don't need to. Jeff just mentioned it. I couldn't tell if the 45 came up or if Gillen had no idea the 45 was there. That was really odd to me.
What even is that 8 flap? That's kind of weird.
Out of shape, like it was a handling issue. It looked to me like not a disagreement, but maybe a miscommunication about real estate. I don't know if the 34 thinks he can move left. That's what it looks like.
Well, look how much higher the 45 is than the 48.
AC is so annoying.
Yeah. That's what's always hard for me is just what is the bottom, the middle, and the top lane, right? There aren't dotted lines for every lane. There's not painted lanes.
Oh, I saw it.
Shot of it. Remember, this is slow motion. When you're sitting in that race car, there's nothing slow motion about it. You see, I feel like Reddick's coming up and Gilliland's coming down.
Might be a little bit of equity on both sides.
Yeah, and that's usually what happens. And you see the bright orange at the A-post. Those are those new A-post ducts. First race. It's much like the roof flap. All it's trying to do is help keep the car on the ground. You see them on both sides. The 45 continue to pop open right there, that bright orange A-post.
Look at that nose cave in.
Yeah.
That means the splitter's on the ground. It's a good shot of it.
So, it's just odd. Like, you would think at this point in the race, not a lot of pushing and shoving, but Jeff mentioned it. It's not as easy as it looks, right? Going around here at these speeds and the communication, and these guys just ran out of real estate between them. Kim?
Yeah, still trying to diagnose how bad the damage is on that 45 car of Tyler Reddick, but this kind of spoils their plan, especially for the first stage. When I talked to crew chief Billy Scott, he said, we have to earn stage points. Remember, they came in decently in points to make the playoffs, but they were trying to defend their spot from Alex Bowman, and Billy told me, we have to race the whole race because you don't know how the race is going to play out. Stage points are our insurance.
So still a lot of race left.
Look like they will be earning stage points in stage 1.
Well, it's always easier to say after it happened, but I've had this conversation with Marty on the pit box. I just don't think aggression was the requirement for the 45. I think it was make the 48 go beat you. But either way, now they just need to keep this car on the racetrack. We could have 20 DNFs by the end of this race. We don't know what continuing to run means. So the team now are screwing the hood, trying to seal it to those vents. Remember, those vents are the air that comes in the radiator, and then it vents out through the hood.
What's interesting to me is, what does Alex Bowman and his team, what do they do now? I think they still have to stay on offense. It's still a pretty good point lead to Tyler Reddick. So I think Alex Bowman, I mean, look, if Tyler Reddick's done for the day, a little different thought process, but he gets back on the racetrack, you said it. We've seen many, many big car wrecks here, take a lot of cars out. It's just not as easy as a decision.
Well, neither of them are going to have an issue unless we have a brand new winner. But if Bowman gets in front of Reddick in points, then he doesn't even care about a new winner.
Let's go back to last week. We mentioned it earlier. He was having such a good night, Tyler Reddick was, and was the innocent victim.
Yeah, he was very frustrated after this wreck. Felt like guys got together behind him, and he was the innocent victim, as you just said, and it cost him.
Suarez, Ty Gibbs, and then Tyler was in the wrong place, wrong time.
You're never safe in this sport. Just when you think it's comfortable, just when you think everything's going your way, things like this happen.
Second caution in the Coke Zero Sugar 400. And pit lane gets active again. Parker Kligerman standing by. Take it away, mate.
You see Chase Elliott, the 9 car, they pitted in the last caution and actually took fuel. Now they're going to take tires here. They were doing it before just to reduce the fuel time at the end of the stage. But with this next caution, taking the opportunity to put 4 tires on, which can help them at the end of the stage potentially go through it.
Dave, what's happening at the 24?
So he radioed the crew when the caution came out. Said, it feels like something is loose or dragging. When I come up to full speed, that's when I feel it. So they called him into pit lane. Remember, Brandon McSwain is the crew chief filling in for Rudy Fugle here, but they called him in. We'll jack it up on both sides, see if we can find anything on the 24. Back at the lead lap. That's the good news for the 24 group. Back to Daytona in a moment.
So, you like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Here's some Toyota legends you can get behind. Meet Tyler Reddick. Crushed it in Xfinity Series and now he's here. Basically the Cinderella story if Cinderella drove 200 miles per hour. Then there's John Hunter Nemechek. New kid on the block. All gas, no brakes. Oh, and Denny Hamlin. Ever heard of Daytona? He's won it 3 times. No big deal. We have a lot of drivers. All legends. You pick. You in?
Zoe? That's the one.
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Thinking I love you.
And then before you know it,
Hey!
you're meeting the At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture, with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
What a gorgeous shot. High above the World Center of Racing, Coke Zero Sugar 400 here on NBC. Track president Frank Kelleher mentioned to us earlier, it's the largest summer race here they've had in some 7 years as far as crowd and camper attendance. So really nice to see the
Here we go, pace car's
really
off.
occupied for this very important race.
Green flag, 12 to go on the stage.
What the 16 playoff drivers look like. Let's get back to racing. Ryan Blaney at the front, and last weekend's winner on the inside. Looking for a push through. Austin Dillon has been running so well tonight. And the 23 of Bubba Wallace has got Daniel Suarez pushing him.
Only 12 to go in this stage. Things are going to get aggressive. You saw Bubba Wallace got in front of Blaney. When he did, immediately he hung a right to get in front of his buddy off the racetrack. On the racetrack, I don't know if they're buddies, but now he's going to block. He's going to just
Bubba's in the lead.
his mirror. Whatever lane has energy, that's where he's going to go. Spider's going to be talking nonstop. He's going to be.
And he's the first leader not named Ryan Blaney tonight to lead a lap.
Second car back on that low line of Kyle Busch. Just give him a chance tonight. Let's talk more about this car. The Cheddar's Chevrolet. Marty, tell us more.
Yeah, riding on board with that Cheddar's on board, and he also leaves a little bit of gap, Kyle Busch does, to Daniel Suarez. Right now, he's got the bump draft going on, but Kyle commented on that gap you see right there between the 99 and him just a moment ago.
That's right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with I'm falling off the guy in front of me, and the cars from the inside are jumping up in front of me. Like I'm not
Dom now?
leave that gap. I don't know why I'm falling off.
So Jeff, translate that for us. Kyle Busch a moment ago was second. Now he's falling outside the top 5.
Well, all these drivers want to be able to get right to the rear bumper of the car in front of them and be able to push that car.
If we're going to have that epic plan happen, we need to get Austin Dillon up here. He's in 37th right now.
To get there and to stay there unless the car behind you is pushing you.
Look at this movement now. Carson Hocevar is tucked in behind Kyle Busch.
Still a lot of race left.
And McDowell is trying to get to that right rear quarter of the 22. He's able to pull it off. Logano gave a couple of almost head fakes trying to squeeze him.
And now this outside lane is working, coming really fast. The bottom lane is working well. Also, early in the race, the bottom was horrible. We saw Bowman go to the back. But right now,
Yeah, my Husky fucked me up earlier. He bit me. There's some marks right there. Some right there. Some right here.
Of winning and racing his way in. So too with the guy at the front, Daniel Suarez.
He had something in his mouth, and I was trying to take it away from him. And I stepped on his leash to get him to not be able to run away. And then he fucking jumped up and bit my hand like a fucking asshole. It's okay, I forgive him though. Oh no! Oh man, there's a crash. Oh my god. Kyle's involved. God damn it. Fuck!
It's going to be this kind of night. I mean, it has gotten wild.
Syndic's involved at least. Well, that's it for Kyle. Fuck! Maybe next year, Jaden.
Good while it lasted, says the Brickyard 400 winner. Oh boy.
That sucks, man.
So, the two drivers that were
And Bowman's involved.
on the cut line, Tyler Reddick and Alex Bowman, have both had major drama tonight. So
But Bowman's probably actually done for the night. So I think that means that Reddick will be safe.
The 48 of Alex Bowman's
Now it's just can't get a new winner.
Reddick to not be the first in.
God
A new
fucking
winner
damn
doesn't
it.
Matter. A new winner, from what I see with damage on this 48, that's going to eliminate the 48 because I just don't see that damaged car making up nearly 30 points on the car that were on board with below. I know Reddick has damage, but this 48 tonight could be basically over. At least over in a competitive standpoint. That was an interesting wreck, Jeff. It was kind of slow generating. Some wrecks are like one push, bang, they start wrecking. That was a little bit of moving left to right, and then just converging.
So let's go back and watch it. Very front of the pack. The 23 of Bubba Wallace Watch that car on the outside lane. They get 3 wide. I don't think that Bubba knows that he's 3 wide that low because he's in the middle of the racetrack.
Lap fucking 28, dude. What are we doing, dude?
I'm with you. I think he thinks he only has one.
What the fuck are we doing?
With 2 because if we go back and watch it again, the 22 of Logano kind of gets put in a
Shut the fuck up.
Which is going to hurt Logano. He's going to go backwards. So watch right here. The 22, there's fire out the pipes. The 8's going to get to the bottom. The 5's going to be outside. Now, if we freeze it right there, the 8's
Jaden,
bottom,
shut up.
The 22's middle.
Sorry,
the
that was
23's
mean.
top. But Bubba Wallace is in what would be the middle lane of the racetrack. As we roll it forward, I don't think Bubba knows he's 3 wide top because of where he is on the racetrack. He starts.
Don't actually shut up.
And then Kyle and Logano get like Logano has nowhere to do. He's out of the gas, and that's it. The 23 comes across the nose of the 22. But I'm with you, Jeff. I'm just not sure the 23 of Bubba Wallace has any idea there are 2 cars below him while being in the middle of the racetrack.
And of course, it's at the front of the pack. So now all of these guys that had nothing to do with the wreck whatsoever, they come piling into it with nowhere to go. Big left side impact.
God damn it, man.
2-car Cedric. And several drivers that felt like they had a good chance to win this race tonight. That is now either damaged or gone.
The Maytag on board here. Oh my goodness.
That is exactly.
Why don't they have the yellow colored NBC logo anymore?
Roll right through it, and the next
I always liked that thing.
In the middle of your hood.
Here's Alex Bowman's view. There were 3 drivers in particular who skipped their way through. Carson Hocevar, Ross Chastain, and Justin Haley found a clear passage through. This was not a clear passage for Kyle Busch.
All right, so let's go back and watch the beginning. Watch the 5-car of Kyle Larson. Does he get into the back of the 23 here?
Trying to push him forward.
That's where that starts, where the 5 looks to be in the back of the 23 and kind of pushes him to the left a little bit, trying to give him a draft down the front straightaway in the trial.
And, you know, the hood flap comes up on the 5, which normally means you're about nose to bumper, right? That gets that low pressure. So I do agree that.
Damn, man.
And now it sounds crazy, but we've all done it. You know when you like.
Jaden, this sucks.
You can't pull the car back on the interstate. That 23, once that left rear catches the car next to him, it pulls him into it. Like.
Massive moment.
Nine to go in stage 1, occasionally interpreted as 9 to go in the race.
On their cell phone bills. That's why I cut my car in half. This year, let's cut even more things to show people how much they can save. Let's cut the face off of our helmets. Let's cut the top off
Sounds
of our
like we're going to go red for cleanup.
Let's even cut our hats.
Is that just a
Chris
visor?
Knight.
Shut up, Chris. Great. Can't wait to see what y'all come up with.
See how we can cut your bill. Call Consumer Cellular.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now. Find hot buys for every room, starting at just $199. Plus, for a limited time, you can save up to $1,000.
Yeah, they're gonna red flag the race here.
Pay no interest until 2030 when you buy in store. Only
So
at
red flag is out at 8:32.
Toyota's got you covered. This guy went from dirt track to cup cars. This new kid is all gas.
Man,
no
this
brakes.
fucking sucks, dude.
Just a 3-time Daytona winner, no big deal. That's just a taste of our team of legends.
36th right now.
You in?
With McValue,
Maybe he can continue,
more
but
than you expect
it doesn't even matter. Like, it's literally just winner fucking. It's only one goal.
McMuffin for $1. Because a late night double shift deserves an early morning deal. Get more than you expect with McValue.
It'd have to be like Eric Jones in the 2020 Clash. Remember that shit? His car was like all fucked up and still won.
Visitors, so we're throwing a party now that we're the
It's
go-to
like
site
everybody
for
wrecked.
shoppers.
You don't think this is a little over the top?
Over the top? It's 100 million, Marcy. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, we get that every month.
Excuse me?
What are you going to do, throw a party every month?
Party every month, everybody!
I don't know how to change the song on Homes.com, the place to find a place.
At Napa, we are the pros with simple solutions for complex electrical systems. From starters and alternators to batteries and testers, Napa has the new or remanufactured electrical parts to power your business.
Napa know-how!
Okay, here we go.
Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you? Green flag for underway. The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you're just showing off.
Showing the checkers.
But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. Get your tickets now at KansasSpeedway.com.
Wallace is walking to the care center.
Golf's greatest rivalry. Every shot is a statement. Every shout, a show of pride.
He's holding. Unreal.
The Ryder Cup, live on NBC, USA, and Peacock.
NASCAR on NBC is brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar. Fan work is thirsty work. Rosetree, please visit us at rosetree.com. Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card. And by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com.
Bowman's car is in the DVP work area. There's no chance that he's going to be able to continue.
A lot happens. Watch it.
At least the way I see it.
He and the 23 get together, a little hit from the 5, then the 22 and the 23 get together, and there it goes. So a lot happened all at once. Right there's the first contact, and then it just continues.
I think it's as simple as the 23 gets so close to the 22, he kind of just gets pulled into it. And you know, you just can't
Syndic had a lot of damage there. Bubba and Syndic, that was a huge
22, but it's just not,
impact.
You know, we're watching it in slow motion. Can you imagine how fast this happens in real time? I mean, like right here, look, he's basically touching the 22, and then all of a sudden it just pulls him left. Either way, the result's the same, which is a huge wreck. And this hit right here for the 2 car, he shows up on the scene right. Oh man, that is a big hit. And then how about this? The 38, Zane Smith thinks he's through.
Yep.
Like he is. That's much like what we saw to Chase.
Hocevar was laughing
Right? He was like, "Oh man, I'm
after
through."
that crash.
And then he gets turned by a wrecking 48 car.
I talked about a lot happening. Watch the 22 of Logano. He gets right to the 12. The 23 is coming down the racetrack. See the fire come out of the pipes of the 22? See it? He's tight. He's had to come off of the throttle. Now the 8 gets underneath him.
How many cars was that? I mean, like, how many cars are out, and like how many cars like can continue and be competitive, and then
started back there in turn 4, just with Joey getting tight. Not that the wreck's his fault. It's just everybody converging. And things happen in just a millisecond, and that's how these wrecks that happen at Daytona. No one has to do anything drastically wrong. It's just everybody is so close to each other. Any little mistake, and this is what you get.
Well, it ends up being Justin Haley's night right there in the 7. Go back and have that near miss of the 23.
And Hocevar and Chastain.
Yeah, great.
They're all down on the apron.
And look, if you win tonight's race, it's going to be shocking you're not a near miss somewhere if the race is anything like this.
By the way, folks, while we've been showing you these sequences of replays, the race has been red flagged. So cars are stopped on the approach to the tri-oval as the crash zone, all debris, everything's being cleaned up. That hit between Bubba Wallace and Austin Cindric doesn't get any better no matter how many times you see it.
Watch the 2 car. That is just a blunt impact. Man, those hurt. These all hurt. I've been in many of these wrecks, and I got to tell you guys, it's easy to sit in this seat right here or sit at home and say, well, this guy did this and this guy did that. When you're going that fast, you're going that close to each other, and everybody's coming to the end of the stage, everybody's trying to get the best finish they can.
Shut the fuck up.
It just happens in a millisecond. Next thing you know, you're pointing the wrong direction, Dave.
And Jeff, guess who had a great view of that and saw it coming literally and figuratively? Colin Presley, spotter for Joey Logano.
You got the ATU, middle's covered, outside your mid 3 here, mid 3, I don't think they know.
They didn't know, I got sandwiched. When we were 4 clear, we should have taken it. I don't know why we were waiting.
See, I was like questioning whether we'd get a caution before they got to stage 1 for Byron. Well, yeah, we did. Got a few.
Couple of key phrases there, but the one that stood out to me was mid-3. I don't think they know. They didn't. Parker?
Dave catching up here with Bubba Wallace, who's just checked and released from the infield care center. Bubba, did you have any indication that you were 3 wide there?
I need to see a replay. I know everything was happening pretty quick there. Man, what a here's a good visual of it. Sorry.
Taking a look here. A little hit from the 5.
Yeah, the hit from the 5 shoved me down there, and it was like I got shoved up by the 22 when the 12 moved up. He was trying to just, move up and take a lane. But oh well, man, I hate it. 22nd to the lead in a short amount of time.
What is that hat, bro?
My crew on the 23 Columbia Toyota Camry.
Bucket hat, Bubba.
Had a good trip with him down here and couldn't get them a result. So I hate that. I'll take the blame for it. Unfortunately, it's just a scrap deal. Everything was going too good, too early to be all true. So something was bound to happen. I hate that we were involved in it, but hopefully we can get the 45 in still. So all in all, we're locked in. Let's get focused for Darlington, and I'm okay.
That's super speedway racing, guys.
I think his little bit of bewilderment and wanting to see the replay just reminds us that at nearly 200 miles an hour, we break it down frame by frame, but Bubba Wallace, like he said, he went
bucket hat, Bubba.
He's a premier drafter when it comes to this style of racing, and even he is, you can see the confusion, and then you heard him say, like, I think I'll take the blame. Like, he's not 100% sure, but looking at it, he's like, man, from what I see, maybe I did this or maybe I did that. It's always easy in slow motion after.
He had that look in his eyes like we do when we're watching replays. You're not real sure what happened.
Right.
We'll watch this again.
And he was in it.
Yeah, it is, I tell you, it is just it is so wild being in these race cars and having to try to figure out what happened in that type of situation. And, you don't just want to point the finger, that guy did this, that guy did that, because you really don't know.
So let's walk our way down. Let your eyes walk down the leaderboard. Suarez needs to win to get in. Lanny, you already know it's locked in. McDowell needs to win to get in. Larson's in. Logano's in. Keselowski needs to win to get in. Same circumstance for his teammate.
All right, red flag has been lifted.
Kosovar needs to win to get in. Ross Chastain.
It's an 8-minute red flag, approximately.
Needs a win to get in. There's a lot of contenders early
they're
on
back
in this
rolling.
race where this race is looking promising. And
7 to go on the stage. They're about to cross the line, so it'll be 6 to go in the stage, and then so probably go back green with 4 to go, maybe 3 to go.
Remember, Reddick and Bowman came in above, Bowman being the first in, which means he's the first out for the new winner. That is Alex Bowman's fear with a car like Suarez or any of the ones you just mentioned leading the race.
Parker, who have you caught up with?
Austin Cindric, who's just been checked released from the infield care center. Austin, looked like a pretty hard hit there with the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Was it just sort of close in front of you?
Yeah, I don't really know if we could have gone anywhere else. I thought I made it through most of it, but I guess the highlight of my day is being able to sit here and congratulate you. So I passed out. I'm probably going to spotter stand and cheering my teammates. That's about it. So shame. I thought our car handled fairly well, and yeah, just caught in the middle. You could kind of feel the intensity picking up there when probably didn't need to that early in the race. And come to think of it, I actually did tighten up my belts a lap before that. So yeah, just a shame, and felt like, like I said, Army Tech Menards 4 Mustang handled well enough to be a contender tonight. Just the way it goes.
Seeing some cars moving around out there. First of all, thank you, by the way. Is it handling a big factor, you think, tonight?
Yeah, I definitely think it was, and I think it takes more laps on tires for that to really become a factor.
Kyle Busch is off.
All 3 lanes to get used there, but yeah, just the intensity getting ramped up there super early, and yeah, I wish I could tell you more, but I only did about 20 laps tonight.
Glad you're okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Guys, I want to read you something that Austin Cindric said in the lead up to this race tonight. There's always a sense
Kyle
of
Busch
urgency
gone to the
with this
garage,
Daytona
so
race,
yeah.
And there's a set approach to deal with
might be
that.
able to.
There's no set approach.
No, it didn't even say
Other than
DVP area.
embracing the
Just to the garage.
desperation
So
around us. That's easier said than done. That's come to fruition. There was a little bit of desperation, even though it's only stage 1.
Well, he's been a winner down here, and he knows the kind of moves that you're going to have to make. And you know, the only way you can avoid this type of thing early in the race is right around the back, because everybody's fighting for track position. Everybody wants to get it and then keep it. And that aggression is why we have these wrecks.
With the 48 behind the wall right here getting repairs, this should basically allow the 45 to do what he needs.
Yeah, so Reddick will be fine.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would take some extenuating circumstances for this car to rejoin and make 29
Bowman's
points
out of
over
the car.
45. We'd have to see a lot of wrecks.
There was an 8.5-minute red flag, by the way, caused by this 12-car pileup. Some were lucky to get through, others not so lucky.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free, and our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Get it fixed now and pay later only at SafeLight.com.
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
New to Toyota Gazoo Racing, there are a lot of unofficial rules. Rules like only pass cars on the left. Don't drive on the grass. When you win, be humble. And you know what they say, rules are made to be broken. You in?
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get more than you expect for breakfast. Like buy a sausage burrito and add a sausage McMuffin for $1. Because a late-night double shift deserves an early morning deal. Get more than you expect with McValue.
It's been an eventful night already, and let's get you up to date with tonight's race recap built by Brez Tree. Here's the first caution.
45 of Tyler Reddick, 48 of Alex Bowman come in as the last 2 cars in the playoffs. The first yellow collects the 45, and then this, Jeff, the big one.
Yeah, this is the big one, right towards the front of the pack. Many guys needed to win this race to get into the playoffs, and they have a lot of damage. So everybody came together, approaching the triangle, and Alex Bowman on a break early in the race.
Nope.
But this right here does not look
Still got a lot of racing left. Got to just hope for a good race here.
Just
good
seeing
finish.
that
Have
point
some
of view,
fun.
Again, how it highlighted again how unlucky Zane Smith was, who just got tagged at the very last moment by Bowman. Here we go. Action on pit road. Parker's there.
Daniel Suarez, who's been the leader of this race, is going to come down and get tires here for the 99 car. He's been really happy with that car. Even described being up at the front like a video game, super relaxed behind the wheel, Dave.
Almost didn't pit the crew chief Jeremy Bowens for the 6-car Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, Stenhouse, Bowman, Bubba, Gregson, Kyle, Syndic, and Herbster all off track.
Must-win cars. And
Hamlin's 2 laps down.
Stage doesn't help their end goal. Kim.
You see the 17 of Chris Buescher finishing up his stop. They did take tires. Everything seems to be okay on the brakes. Just checking in on that. Remember, they bled them earlier. Back to the plan. They've got to win this race if they want a playoff spot.
Yeah, remember those brake issues earlier for Chris Buescher in the 17. See how the night shakes out for him.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley.
I don't even know. We might only have 2 to go on the stage.
What did she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
They actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze, Tan, and Scott.
If you need a tan, I'm your man.
Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Start planning your camping adventures at the Seven O's RV stores, where you'll find unmatched factory direct deals with straightforward, no surprises pricing and the support and service you deserve. Visit 7os.com and come see us at RV Way in Cicero and 7 O's in Kirkville, your friendly family RV stores.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota Equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. With professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
Visit us at whitesfarmsupply.com.
White's Farm Supply.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew. Final days.
Oh boy, the final days at the Ford Summer Sales Event. Great time to buy, Hank.
That's right, Sam. But time is running out for amazing deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. On capable SUVs and on the Built Wild Bronco family. Hurry, it all ends September 2nd.
Don't miss out. Lease and explore for $339 a month, plus get complimentary 2-year maintenance. Hurry at your local Ford store because the summer deals won't last.
The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being the self-starter.
This is very sad, Jaden.
Hamilton in Syracuse at the Landmark Theater. Get tickets at BroadwayInSyracuse.com.
Start planning your camping adventures at the 7 O's RV stores, where you'll find unmatched factory direct deals with straightforward, no surprises pricing and the support and service you deserve. Visit 7os.com and come see us at RV Way in Cicero and 7 O's in Kirkville, your friendly family RV stores.
Need new windows? Comfort is the one. Call us today.
Coke Zero Sugar 400. We're working our way back towards green, and things just got a whole lot better for Tyler Reddick. You see the graphic there on your screen.
He's locked into playoffs.
On points. That's
so Reddick is in.
Just to hand, the 48 of Alex Bowman, Hendrick Motorsports.
Reddick will be in the playoffs.
You can't change everything.
Now it's just will Bowman. There'll be a new winner. If there's a new winner, Bowman is
It's very simple
out.
now. It's either Alex Bowman or a new winner. That's the last thing to be decided here at the World Center of Racing.
Pretty dramatic opening portion.
All right, gonna be 2 to go. Green flag. 2 to go in the stage.
Race back here. Under green at the World Center of Racing. And it's Michael McDowell on the low side of Ryan Blaney.
For Blaney, Larson, Logano, all of those playoff cars, a point of
Blaney McDowell on the front row.
The aggression is real.
Only 2 laps to go in this stage. In the 22 car, he was involved in that incident, but not enough damage to cause him to pit.
Tom Gilliland too up there in the bright green front row Motorsports Ford. You see him there. He was involved in the first portion, and he's well and truly in the mix.
All right, coming to the final lap of the stage.
Lane moving up. Thinks the outside lane has more energy.
1 to go. Brought to you by Credit One Bank.
Chase Elliott jumped to the top 3 wide. I don't know if it'll get all the way to the front, but this will be an interesting dress rehearsal to see if he can keep momentum. Currently losing it on the outside.
Not enough help. You're going to jump up in that outside lane. You're going to have more help than one car.
Blaney, Larson. Little nudge there from Chastain.
Here comes Larson. Larson on the outside, but Blaney's.
Ryan Blaney, who has led 26 laps.
Here comes Larson.
So far.
It's gonna be side by side.
To turn around.
It's gonna be a photo finish.
Momentum. Is tonight the night
Who's gonna win the stage? Larson is gonna win stage 1 at Daytona.
Kyle Larson. So while misfortune for his Hendrick teammate of Alex Bowman, it's a positive start for the 5 team.
It's a little under a 2-minute green flag run to end the stage.
Guys, that's just stage 1.
About a minute and a half.
What else stage. Feels like we've been at it a little bit longer than that. Here
Bowman
at
is
the
officially out of the race.
400, it's been eventful, to say the least.
Limu Limo at your service. Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Probably should have gone the other way.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills.
My watch is broken.
You can tell time by measuring the sun's distance from the horizon. Looks like happy hour. Head for the mountains.
Did you know people are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew? And at Wendy's, you can all have 2 of your select faves for just $3. Everyone gets what they want. Yeah, I totally made up that stat. $3 breakfast? Gotta be Wendy's.
Consumer Cellular cut the top off a car. See how they can cut your bill. Get 2 lines of unlimited talk, text, and data for just $30 each. Ditch big wireless and switch to Consumer Cellular. Rough turn of events for a playoff hopeful, and technically he's still above the cut line. That is Alex Bowman. Let's hear from him now with Parker Kligerman.
Rightly, and he's just been checked released from the infield care center here. Alex, you were involved in that massive wreck there. Was there any way to avoid some of what was happening in front of you?
Not really, right? Like, I hate the way the first run went. It seemed like the bottom lane just dissolved behind us, and we tanked. But obviously, we had gotten a lot of track position back, right? Like, we drove back up there to the back half of the top 10 or whatever, and yeah, then just nothing you can do. Welcome to super speedway racing, unfortunately. So, really proud of my Ally 48 team for, you know, the year up to this point we've had, right? Like, the last 10 or 11 weeks have been pretty special, and yeah, we haven't won, so we're in a tough spot for the rest of the night, but you know, regardless of the outcome, I feel like it's out of our control, and kind of is what it is at this point. So we'll wait and see how the race ends up and kind of go from there, and regardless, we're going to be, you know, hitting hard the next 10 weeks and trying to get a win, whether we're in the playoffs or not.
Will you watch tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you have to, right? Like, there's no way to get away from it. So, while I have certainly stayed off social media, I'm going to sit in front of a TV and watch. But, yeah, bummed for Hendrick Motorsports, everybody that worked so hard to not have a shot at it here tonight. But, you know, it was going to be tough, whether we were in it or out of it. And unfortunately, we're on the sidelines watching, and we're going to find out here in a couple hours.
A tough spot, but in good spirits for Alex Bowman, guys.
You can hear the disappointment in his voice, and
all right, pit
now all he
stops.
can do is wait. That is not what drivers like to do, is not be in control of a situation, Dave.
Kyle Larson is in the very first pit stall. They pass by there. The 5 car will get 4 tires and fuel. Wait on Brandon Harder to fill it full of fuel. Once the tires are changed, they'll leave.
Kyle is still just listed as off.
High line, Michael McDowell was able to go from 18th.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Stage 1, no real complaints about the handling of the 71.
Because I mean, it was just all that matters is a win
I
tonight.
didn't know where to go at the end of the stage. That's my fault, guys. He said I could stand to be a little bit tighter, especially when we have a lot of different strategy here on pit road. Look at that. Keselowski gains a ton of spots, Lee.
And while he did that, Ross Chastain decided to stay out. So here he is in the safety culture Chevy for Trackhouse Racing.
I'll be right back.
Keiko thought she was an insomniac, but actually, she was just a workaholic. You were made to take time off. We were made to save you time with easy-to-book packages. Expedia, made to travel.
Sonic just made snack time official with $1 Snacky Hour. $1 corn dogs, $1 mozzarella sticks, and $1 soft pretzel twist every day from 2 to 5 p.m. Sonic Snacky Hour. Live free, eat Sonic.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now. Find hot buys for every room starting at just $199. Plus, for a limited time, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide. Or pay no interest until 2030 when you buy in-store. Only at Ashley.
WeatherTech products are designed and manufactured in America using only American raw materials. Most competitors make things 7,000 miles away and then wonder why they don't fit. With WeatherTech in your vehicle, you may hear angels singing as you marvel. How do they do it? Simple. American technology and American workers deliver quality, not imported junk for a few bucks less. Get the gold standard in floor liners and support America. Find your fit at WT.com.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
This is what being a NASCAR fan is all about. Singular history and tradition. Unmatched on-track intensity. And triple-header playoffs action to ratchet up the stakes. Throw in a can't-miss concert, camping, and the legendary atmosphere of Talladega Boulevard. And you've got more than a race. You've got Talladega. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
Woodville is the biggest firm in the state.
We do not surrender.
If you want to screw the people who screwed our client, what are you willing to do to be a rainmaker?
The Rainmaker, Fridays at 10 on USA. Stream from the beginning on Peacock.
You can spend fall Saturdays on hay rides with pumpkin lattes. But we know fall Saturdays are for college football. Spectacular! So you can watch the leaves change, or you can watch this live on NBC and Peacock.
Coke Zero Sugar 400 here on NBC, and want to tell you about Powerball. It is back with its race to $1 million. These 16 lottery players are locked in for the chance to win $1 million in a live drawing on NASCAR Championship weekend. And this was Louisiana lottery player Megan Lewis when she was declared the $1 million winner last year. It's more than fun. Every time you play Powerball, you're supporting good causes in your home state. Powerball, official lottery game of NASCAR. NASCAR Championship weekend. So, let's check in with the guys on the Peacock Pit Box with Brad, DJ, and Marty, fellas.
You know, Lee, I lost how many times in the pre-race show we talked about chaos, but Daytona delivered the chaos, didn't it? And that's just stage one, DJ.
Yeah, not surprising. I mean, things just get ramped up here. Drivers are trying to get all that they can. You know, we've got a battle within a battle with guys racing for points and stage points, everything going on. So, not surprised, Brad.
I didn't expect it so early, guys. I thought we were going to at least get to the end of the first stage and have an opportunity to see how it's going to sort out. But, yeah, I mean, it's really created a lot of chaos. And these regular season points have an opportunity to
I am glad that Home Sale will be the finale next year.
And key for Kyle Larson, he won the stage, DJ. He has now closed it a little bit closer to Chase Elliott for that second spot, and also Ryan Blaney gaining some points as well.
Yeah, and you see Hamlin, who I think has a lot of damage. I'm not sure he's going to factor in this, but there's a lot at stake for those drivers right there to try to get it as much as they can. And if you can get as high as second, that's 10 playoff points that you gather.
Yeah, check back with me after this stage. We'll revisit this.
And by the way, if you want to know how close Brad and DJ are
too close
to the track with the Peacock pit box, this was the jet dryer. You guys didn't know we were rolling on this, did you? No. As you got a plume of smoke onto the pit box. So we've had a helicopter and now jet dryers.
Oh, it's been a great night. And the racing's been fantastic. Who'd ever thought that both of our guys that were right there on the bubble would be involved in accidents so early in the first stage?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Very surprising to have two guys who had a possibility to go on to the playoffs, maybe win a championship. Those hopes are gone.
We're still cleaning the pit box down.
Get ready to start stage 2. Much later than I feel like we should have, but still a lot of race left.
Christine, one of our audio techs, she was right
120 laps to go.
Well. All right, back to it on the track. Really good stop.
Gonna go back green at 119 to go.
On his flank. Stopped a little
the stage goes green, they will all have to pit, I'm assuming. I mean, they do weird shit with the fuel saving here in the draft, but I don't think they want to make it that long. Green flag.
And Brad Keselowski is one of those guys needing to win to get into the 2025 playoffs. John Hunter Nemechek at the 42.
Look at this top 12. Look at all of the drivers.
Yeah, Cody Ware is the leader.
If they're going to try to make the playoffs, that's the only way they can get
It's the most random thing.
They have track position now. Let's see if they can keep it.
The Arby's Ford for Rick Ware Racing. Cody Ware at the front of this pack, but for how much longer? Here comes Nemechek on the outside.
On a push on that outside. William Byron. Looking back on William Byron from the Pie Barker. Camera on Nemechek's car. Been a long-time supporter of John Hunter's.
And they've just renewed, too, their commitment to the team through 2026. So that's good. It goes all the way back to John Hunter Nemechek's truck days and going through next year's NASCAR Cup season. Cody Ware hanging tough on that low line.
Remember the car owner of this 51 car, Rick Ware, his son, behind the wheel. Oh, big push there from the 6. Brad is not afraid to push. He is very aggressive.
First sighting of AJ Allmendinger tonight. AJ is the second car on the high line.
Watch that middle lane. Let's see what happens right here. You saw they lost the energy. But there's some good cars in it. Now the inside lane and the outside lane kind of spread apart. That gives a place for William Byron to go. And here he comes with energy from behind.
Cody Ware and John Nemechek on the front row.
You got 4 Fords helping each other out on that low line with Ware and Keselowski. Josh Berry, Chris Buescher.
Here it's inside lane, so the middle lane. I feel like at any moment it's going to get a ton of energy. Keselowski pushing. That separates them. They got a big gap. That allows the guys behind them to pull in really quickly.
Almost everyone in the top 10 must win, yeah.
A great job by Cody Ware. This team doesn't normally run at the front. He's doing it now.
Christopher Bell is going with that iconic scheme of the King with Eric Jones. Legacy Motor Club, the 43. So a couple of Toyotas working together there. Can Jones get with his teammate John Hunter Nemechek and do some good teamwork?
Logano trying to get that inside lane, working on the bottom. Not much help behind him. At least Rex haven't slowed him down, and he hasn't. They are still aggressive.
49 laps to go this stage, over at 50 laps. It would be a major stretch for anybody. I'm not saying no one's going to try it, but we expect this to be a fuel savings or a gas and go situation. The 6 of Brad Keselowski had some issues. Listen in.
It looks like we got 1.3 gallons in it, so we're only half a gallon short.
We're only a half gallon short. We got like 1.3 in it, Brad, so decent, not bad.
So he was coming in for a gas and go. Take a look at this right here. Brad stops really short because he expects a car to come around him. The gas man's even sitting to the right of his pit box, but watch this. Brad comes in and then rolls and rolls and leaves, and I can't believe he got any gas in at all. Very lucky that the can didn't roll out. There's the 78 coming around. That's what Brad was worried about. So we'll have to see if that being short on gas.
What the fuck is happening? Cody Ware is leading.
Remember, what we have seen here in the past is it's all about the length of the green flag pit stops. That really makes a difference. Now, if you're asking yourself about Cody Ware, this is a guy that knows how to do it, right? In the last 5 races at Daytona, he has 2 finishes inside the top 10. This race last year, as well as this race back in 2022. So he's out there towing the line, burning more fuel, but getting a lot of experience that may pay huge dividends.
Zane Smith will get lapped relatively soon.
Consumer Cellular on board, and we look behind Brad Keselowski at that Dex Imaging 21 of Josh Berry. Last year, he ended up upside down in a wild incident on the back stretch. Progressive telemetry there for Keselowski. But imagine for the Wood brothers, if they could go back-to-back when they won here a year ago in the hands of Harrison Burton.
Right along with Brad Keselowski. Steve wide open on the throttle. A little surprised by that.
Yeah, probably single file near the front. Probably the air not being pushed enough by just the 51. 190. There you go, a little part throttle into the straightaway. There's Brad working a little fuel savings in. Still part throttle, kind of checking his mirror. We could compare him to maybe somebody further back in the pack, somebody who's too wide around the top, and see what they're doing. Look at William Byron. Here you go. Take a look at this. This is fuel savings 101. He's back there in the pack. He has a big air pocket. He's just cruising around, part throttle.
Leader on the bottom line is the 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. That Bass Pro Shops Toyota Camry, Chase Briscoe. He's locked in. Briscoe says, pre this race, I feel that we are in a groove and we're as good as anyone to go all the way to the championship for. We will see, and he is being pushed by Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick, remember how much damage there was to this car early in the race. They've done a great job fixing it. Able to stay in this draft. Actually, now he's going to lead it. He didn't want to be leading it, but now he's going to be in that position.
All right, we showed the telemetry of part throttle and wide open. We understand not pushing on the gas saves some gas, but how did these guys pull this off? So thanks to our friends at iRacing for the Daytona Virtual Speedway. And we're going to take our lead car right here, 100% throttle, get about 5 miles, a little over 5 miles a gallon. So about 2 laps for every gallon. Let's go back in the pack a little bit further. We'll see a car 5 or 6 cars back. You see, he's running 65% throttle, much like William Byron. Well, he can go over 6 miles per gallon. So an extra, say, quarter lap for every gallon of gas, which adds up over 20 and a half. How and why? Let's go back to the lead car. He's pushing all the air, pushing everything out of the way. So he's 100% throttle because he has 100% drag, meaning he's pulling and pushing the biggest parachute. In the back, you see the tunnel of air, 65% throttle because only about half as much drag on this car. So the resistance cut in half. So you ask yourself, if I lift off the gas on the interstate, cars go by me. Why don't they go by me here at Daytona, Jeff? Purely that draft. Further back in the pack, the air just tows you along.
It is so powerful, and that's why when we see a pack of cars, they are so much faster than a car running by himself. You can see them catching a car that was probably in. There you go, the car's damaged. Obviously a lot of damage, but a car running by itself can't come close to running the pace that these cars could run in a big pack because of that draft.
Kim, tell us more about Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, you had a great shot there on that Xfinity Mobile onboard camera of Tyler Reddick. They did a lot of damage fixing. The splitter was pushed back and separated. The damage mostly was
Weather
the
update,
ductwork
let's
from
get
that
one.
contact with Gilliland early in the race. Crew Chief Billy Scott told Tyler the underbody damage.
The Weather
was
Channel
very
app
similar to
says that it
Richmond.
will
Set the toe back right. Everything should be okay.
rain expected around 10:30.
Might not be great
That's what the
out
Weather
front,
Channel
but this
says.
is a perfect opportunity
AccuWeather
to remind
says
people you can have damage here and still
rain will
be in it.
likely
Unless
form in
you're on
42
the
minutes,
record
but then
back in the
like the
garage,
next 4 hours
there
thing
is a
says that
lot
it
of
won't
racing left to do at Daytona.
rain until like 11:40.
Unfortunately,
So
to
I don't
your
know.
point, Kim brings up a good point. You have a chance.
Now you're gonna give me
You don't
two
wanna
different
be leading
reports.
that. You don't want to be the guy pushing the air with all that damage. 45 at this point has no choice. He just continues to look for a hole in the high lane if he's fortunate enough to pull the line.
Justin Haley behind him would love to get in front of him, try to make a pass and be the one leading that line.
Haley, who won this race in 2019. And he's one of a very special group to have won here in Daytona.
I can see where the closest lightning is.
Cup competition.
35 miles.
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for cars that crave chaos. New brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, you bet. Every apex we nailed, every second we
Bro,
shaved,
what the fuck did I do?
goes right back into your ride. Look like fun? It is. You in?
Looking for a reason to try the $5
What the fuck did I
McChicken
do,
meal
bro?
deal with McValue. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I never updated that and nobody ever told me.
That's everything you get with the $5 McChicken meal deal with McValue.
Oh.
That's my
Y'all are supposed to be my teammates, bro. Y'all are supposed to back me up. You're supposed to let me know, hey, you fucking missed it.
The mission won't.
That's why we partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G network in America.
Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
That's why it
Protected
wrecked.
by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. We can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know?
Didn't think this through, did you?
Nope. You go without me. The owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited. It's not okay.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get more than you expect for breakfast. Like buy a sausage burrito and add a sausage McMuffin for $1. Because a late night double shift deserves an early morning deal. Get more than you expect with McValue.
We sell products made out of paper, toilet tissue, and local newspapers. That is in order of quality.
My name is Ned Sampson. I am your new editor-in-chief.
Have you read this paper?
Uh-huh. It sucks. But we are going to make it better. I hope it's not too disruptive to have me shake everything up.
Don't be so self-deprecating.
God, not again.
Change at the front in the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Here live on NBC, Ty Dillon now leads the way. But props to Cody Ware. He's led more laps tonight than he has in his entire career. So that Armies Ford enjoyed its time at the front and it's still in the mix as he gets a shove from Brad Keselowski.
Maybe back in the front here in just a moment. And Keselowski gave him a huge shot getting in the corner. Propelled him forward when he did it. Ty Dillon's going to move up and block. The run coming from Cody. Here comes Brad with another push.
Ty Dillon is motivated from what he saw out of his brother Austin a week ago at Richmond. He was one of the first people to congratulate his brother on the front stretch.
Ty Dillon in the lead.
That would be just a monstrous win for Colleague and Ty Dillon.
Top 5 right here.
Ty Dillon would be in the playoffs if he were to win.
All winless on the year. Talk about these moments. this being the racetrack where you can get a win and move yourself into the playoffs.
I mean, this top 6 is kind of crazy.
Pack, it is loaded up with guys that are in that.
Let's say the whole top 10.
The teammates on that low side. Justin Haley in the 7, the 71 of Michael McDowell from Spire Motorsports. The Chevys are working together. How about the guy out in front, Parker? Ty Dillon.
Right, and you wouldn't be surprised this year to see him up there. It's been a great year for Ty Dillon in those quality race cars. I talked to him earlier today, and I asked him, is this your favorite year in the Cup Series? He said, by far. This is the most fun I've ever had in the Cup Series. The cars have been fast, and we've been executing at a high level. Remember, almost won that in-season challenge just a couple weeks ago, and now leading at Daytona. He said, if we can get to the front, I know how to control the pack, and that's exactly what he's doing right now.
Stevie, he told me a couple of races ago he just loves the atmosphere of Pauling Racing. How important is that to create that team morale and that spirit?
Well, you want to have the desire to run well, but you have to enjoy what you're doing. It'd be silly to say, well, you're racing a car, it should be enjoyable. But this can just be a tedious task week in and week out to be great. So I agree that the atmosphere, the motivation, you want a driver that wants to win mostly for his team. Those seem to be the most successful, and I think Ty Dillon has that drive right now to try to bring his team to victory lane. A lot of cat and mouse games being played through the field right now. It's funny because you're trying to accomplish the goal of positioning yourself while saving some gas, while just seeing how your car drives. Because remember, that first stage was so broken up, I'm not sure if anybody got long enough run to know if handling was going to become an issue.
Let's have a listen to some 71 radio. Michael McDowell.
Justin, to go. Let's get control of this. Get control, then we'll see. Right now, we don't feel like our mileage is good enough to do that.
So basically, that was McDowell frustrated. He says, tell Justin to go. So drive full speed, get to the front, pull up in front of the outside line, and then try to back them up and save gas. And the quick radio from the crew chief that sounds great, but that's not going to work. Our mileage is not good enough. If we go to the front, we're going to be too long in our pit box and give all our track position up, Marty.
Yeah, I just talked to Travis Peterson, the crew chief for Michael McDowell, third in line on the bottom in the blue 71. And I asked him about that radio. He said, hey, we're all in the same boat right now. But, Jeff, that speaks to the frustration of a driver because you don't like saving fuel. You want to run as hard as you can. McDowell saying, hey, I've got a teammate in front of me. Let's go take control of the race.
Yeah, I like McDowell, the way McDowell is thinking, because I believe if you get control of this race, then you can save fuel. But I like where they are now. Yeah, I think they're in good enough position to do both, to save a little bit of fuel, get track position, keep it. I kind of like where they are now, so don't get too greedy. Remember, we've seen how aggressive it got earlier. We've had multiple cautions in the first stage. You want to get track position, but you can't afford to cause a wreck this early in the race after we've already seen multiple wrecks.
Riding on board the Little Bites Ford for Ryan Preece, the man who started on the pole last week in Richmond. It didn't work out his way. They rolled the dice a little with strategy, had a little hiccup in the final stage, didn't go his way. Preece is in the mix. Been a good night for one of his bosses as well, Brad Keselowski. Troubles for his teammate earlier on, Chris Buescher, but Buescher's right there in that higher line in the 17, the fifth, third.
Radar does look promising.
K Fords are in the mix.
Yeah, that is exactly what they're going to need as this race winds down. Can they work together to get one of their cars into the playoffs? I just think that's going to be difficult to do unless, Steve, it's not chaotic at the end. If it's kind of an organized finish and you know where to push, but things happen so quickly. And the last thing you want to do as a driver in a multi-car team is make a move to try to win the race. But in doing that, you hurt a teammate and him trying to win a race. But you're going to have to be selfish.
38's dropping back.
And, sometimes when you do that, when you
Saint
are
Smith
selfish,
lap down.
Other people lose. That's just how it'll have to be, Dave.
I think he just
some of the best
got
fuel
maybe?
savers in the game are Joey Logano and his
No, he was
crew chief
only
Paul
lapped.
Wolf doing the strategy. 7th in line on the bottom there, the yellow and red 22. They haven't shown me their cards yet, but Steve, why would you top off on lap 40 if maybe you weren't going to try and make it to the end of the stage? When I talked to Paul this morning, he said you've got to work your race around trying to position yourself at the front and being the one that doesn't have to stop. That'd be one way.
Absolutely, Dave. It will shorten your stop if you do stop. But let's remember, back in the Daytona 500 last year, Ryan Preece went 55 laps. So we have seen a driver extend the fuel tank as far as Logano's trying to go. He does some miraculous things with his Sunoco Fuel, see if he can do something now. Here we go. Now we're 3 wide, kind of stacked up. The 7 up front becoming aggressive. Oh, this is what happens. You see that shove between the 51 and the 7. We talk a lot about saving gas, but they are not riding around at 10 miles an hour, right? They're doing this at 185, 190 miles an hour, and I think when people start getting off the throttle, the cadence of the whole thing kind of messes up. It just doesn't roll right, and this is where we see some stack-ups.
Keep your eyes out for that Red Bull 88. There it is down left of your screen. Shane Van Gisbergen, after his
SVG running 8th.
this year, had 14th last weekend in Richmond after running up as high as 10th. And here on a super speedway, he hasn't finished any better than 30th.
7th, 6th,
And SVG
5th,
is well and truly up there.
4th.
In the
It's
top
up,
5.
the SVG up to 4th, like that.
Ryan Priest in that 60 car. He
Ross
moves into
Chastain in the
second
lead.
Behind Chastain. Ryan Priest has gone on several really, really bad rides at this racetrack. Huge flips down the back straightaway. You don't want to see that again.
But he's kind of looked at the lighter side of it. Have a look at his helmet.
Yeah.
It's a Top Gun themed helmet. He's leaning into this.
We talked to him about it during the qualifying that didn't happen because of lightning. And I joked, I was like, man, I would get a tank operator or something that stays on the ground. I wouldn't lean into this car flying. He has leaned into it. He has a good attitude as you see him turn left.
SVG in
below the
2nd.
22 of Joey Logano. I love that kind of yellow pitchy shield.
Well, this is what we're talking about. Let's take you back, and it's not pretty viewing. Unfortunately, Ryan was not seriously injured. It's hard to believe when you see those images.
What a ride. I mean, that is scary. All of us held our breath. That was just such an impact. And then, look at this. Car in front of the car just will not sit down. Car gets on his roof again. He said this one was actually a harder hit. I wouldn't want to be in either one of them.
And the first
I'd like to
one
be
that
in
you
both
saw
of them.
When it dug into the turf was the
Pretty cool story to tell.
Stretch being
You know,
all
the
asphalt.
grandchildren.
As you see there on the inside of their approach, where you go past the Le Mans chicane, where the sports cars race in the Rolex 24. Ross Chastain in the front. Let's have a look. We go on board here with Priest.
Watch Ryan Priest. Watch his right hand. He does. Every driver has these little weird things they do. They don't even know it. See, look at that. Look at his wrist. He pops his wrist up. When he goes through the throttle, he'll do it sometimes on corner entries. I've never seen that before. I watched a lot of in-car. Look at that. He just pops his wrist up. I have never, ever seen a race car driver do that. And I bet he would, if he never had an in-car camera, he might not even know he was doing it. I used to move my hands on the wheel and didn't know I did it until I had an in-car camera.
No, we're not at a road course. We're on a super speedway, and SVG is at the front. Connor Zilic officially announced as his new full-time Cup teammate next year at Trackhouse today.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors.
So we're on lap 69. Is SVG actually going to be Mr. 69 at Daytona?
Most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Subway's footlongs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro
comes
Sweet
Cody
Onion
Ware.
Chicken Teriyaki with 58 grams of protein. And now Subway MVP rewards
Battling for the most
members can buy
prestigious
any
prize,
Footlong
Mr.
app
69.
and 40% off. Fuel up now in the Subway app. Pod's last sale of the summer is even bigger than ever.
SVG is going to be Mr.
30%
69.
on moving and storage until September 22nd. Whether you're relocating to your new home or renovating your current one, don't miss this bigger than ever offer. Save up to 30% today. Book at pods.com.
You can get this fixed now and pay later.
I just thought of something.
Fix now,
We never got to see Ricky Bobby road course racing. We never saw that.
Interest-free payments at SafeLight.
We never saw road course racing in Talladega Nights. Like, they did, like, scenes at other tracks besides Talladega, obviously. We never saw them road course racing.
Make it a foot long for only $3 more. Huh, Big Hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
New York ain't exactly known for its hospitality. Things could get spirited. The biggest spectacle in golf. Add in this core of Americans and these fellas from Europe with the Ryder Cup on the line, it's gonna be loud. The Ryder Cup from New York, baby, live on NBC, USA, and Peacock. Into a nice cadence and rhythm here now in the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona. Under the lights at the World Center of Racing, Shane Van Gisbergen leads with 24 to go in stage 2. Final race of the regular season. Can there be a different winner, a new winner, a 15th different winner this year? Or will it be a repeat winner and keep Alex Bowman, who is no longer in this race, in the playoffs?
Alex said he was going to have to go watch it on television. He's going to be as nervous as anybody cheering on his Hendrick teammates, or anyone who has seen Victory Lane this year would be okay with Alex Bowman at this point. This pack, though, Jeff, it's funny. There's a lot of games being played, but it seems like there's some frustration by some drivers, some pushing, some shoving, trying to get themselves in the right position for this last 22 laps.
Let's talk more about SVG. Here's Dave.
So we're 7 laps away from halfway. That's where the race would be official.
That Red Bull car. Ask Stephen Dorn, his crew chief this morning after those 4 road course wins, is this type of racing his second best discipline? And Stephen said, well, I don't know about that. He may not be able to, quote, see the air as people claim Dale Earnhardt could do, but he's getting better and better at it. He's very good. We won't be super aggressive on our strategy, but every time Shane races these tracks, he gets better. What if he gets good at this too, Lee? He already is.
First laps led on an oval since Atlanta earlier in the year. He said that short tracks have been his area of the greatest improvement, but he needs to work on the 1.5 miles and the super speedways. Well, tonight, so far so good, Jeff.
Well, with 4 wins on road courses, he's locked into the playoffs. And a lot of people act like he can't advance, like he's not good enough. We just watched him last week at Richmond. He showed me he's good enough. He's improving. It is getting aggressive up here.
Oh,
that
man.
was close right there. Priest had to lift, but SVG to the lead with a teammate behind him. I don't think it's a given. I think that SVG can make it.
That was a perfect learning moment, right? SVG was a little non-committed to the top or the bottom, ended up getting put in the middle.
And look at the momentum he lost.
Yeah.
Not shuffled back, sent back.
Yeah, and it will happen in a hurry in that kind of middle no man's land.
How about Cody Ware? In the Rick Ware Ford has just been at the front ever since we commenced this second stage, and has been really stable, really smooth in that Arby's Ford. Good stuff. He's got Chase Briscoe right behind, then Christopher Bell. McDowell has been there. He's been ever present, Jeff.
And McDowell's so good on this type of racetrack. Spent some time with him this morning. He was excited about tonight. He said, hey, I was hired to this team to come win races, get them in the playoffs. And he feels they got a great shot.
Ross Chastain is towards the front, car number 1, center lane. Let's talk more about it with Marty Snyder. Marty?
Right in that middle line with that purple number 1 car. I just talked to Phil Surgeon a moment ago, this crew chief. They've been on lap 39. I said, can you stretch it? Can your driver stretch it to get you to the end of the stage? He said, no, we cannot. 20 to go here in stage 2. They will have to come to pit road. But if you go all the way to the very back of the pack, there is Ryan Blaney, who finished 3rd in stage 1. He pitted on lap 38. I asked Jonathan Hassler, is your driver saving enough, running around in the back there to make it to the end of the stage? He said, we'll see. It's going to be really close. close. So, Steve, are there teams trying to stretch it, in your opinion, with 19 to go in stage 2?
I think there are teams. They're getting better and better and better at calculating how much fuel's on board and how much they're using. Some will stretch it. The problem is, unlike a regular track where staying out is just a big advantage, here, if you pit with 8 or 10 cars and get the wide open throttle, you'll be so much faster than the cars that stay on the racetrack. You could just run them back down anyway. So I think these last 19 laps are going to be pretty fascinating. Why it really matters is because the next stage is 5 laps longer. So this is a little bit of a practice for the final run.
Keep an eye out for that Napa Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports. Chase Elliott, third car, top lane. The familiar number 9, just ahead of Tom Gilliland. Now he ducks down to that middle lane. Now, speaking of Cody Ware, there is as much as a 9-lap disparity of when he pitted to, say, the likes of Joey Logano. So you'll see that RB Ford come to pit road sooner rather than later. He will not be able to go the distance.
Because last year right here, a big push to Logano all night long. We have been watching this. We've said it multiple times. He is not afraid to push. The bumper on that thing is just worn out on these drafting racetracks.
Nice run from Cole Costa. Look 4 cars back on the low line. And Haas factory racing effort. The 41, he's in the mix and he's in a reasonable zone. Last time he pitted as well.
Remember early in the race, the bottom lane didn't work, but the top lane did. And right there, it just reversed. The bottom lane's working and the top's not.
All right, with 17 to go.
So right across the halfway mark.
Xfinity fastest lap. Who has it? AJ
Allmendinger, yeah.
Bit of movement here. Briscoe goes to the front. Bell's going with him. A couple of Toyotas helping each other.
Cody Ware's led 21 laps.
They split Ware and nobody is.
That's who he's back to 18th now. He led 5 laps.
Split on both sides of him, put him in the middle and just left him.
Showtime. Whatever the strategy is, it seems like someone's starting to employ. So if you are going to stop under green, I would encourage my driver to run a couple laps at absolute full song with aggression. Pull up to the front of the pack and then peel off.
We'll see how that works out. Quick break. We'll come back with 16 to go in stage 2.
Yeah, I don't think they've had any full screen green flag commercials today, which is good. Yeah, some guys pitting. Here's Allmendinger. That's McDowell. Oh yeah, that was Cody Ware pitted. And then Ty Dillon also
Did you know
pitted.
people are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew? And at Wendy's, you can all have 2 of your select faves for just $3. Everyone gets what they want. Yeah, I totally made up that stat.
Ty Dillon led 9 laps.
Gotta be Wendy's.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now.
Hey, buddy,
For a limited time, you can save up to $800 off select adjustable mattress sets or get a free adjustable base with select mattress purchase. Plus, no interest until 2030 when you buy in store. Only at Ashley.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same. With a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years.
Oh, the 77 Carson Hocevar
with our best equipment
has some smoke. He's slow.
for a price that stays.
Got on the
exactly
apron. No caution yet. Looks like he might get back.
Wednesday happens. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture with uniquely excruciating.
Looks like it might be a tire, or I don't know. Yeah, looks like it might be a tire.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands.
Hocevar slow. That might be a caution.
That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it.
Going very slow.
Secure your experience now at Daytona 500.
Will we get a caution?
We know what America wants.
Caution.
Primo stocks, baby. Yo, now. You can see the underwear I'm wearing.
Hocevar stopped.
Mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? Who, me?
Hocevar stopped on track, brought out the caution.
I know where you have birthmarks.
Now, Hoy, you get 2 minutes for looking too good.
That was a over 33-minute green flag run. So a long green flag run there.
Carson Hocevar got lucky in stage 1, missing the big wreck, but his luck has run out.
Engine has expired on this 77. Fire out the pipes down the front stretch. Let's listen in.
It was acting like it was on the chip at half throttle, and then just started losing power and then smoked.
Does not sound good. Anytime smoke isn't the answer of the driver, that's never a good thing.
Carson Hocevar is probably done for the night.
Looks to me, Jeff, like some sort of instant engine issue. You're going to see him kind of go through the screen.
Got 12 to go on the stage.
And then some smoke right there, right out the pipes.
Feels like this team in particular has had a fair amount of engine issues this year.
Right there, it completely expires.
And then he just cannot make it back around. So car stopped on the back straightaway. NASCAR is forced to throw the caution right in the middle of the pit sequence.
So now, in my mind, anybody who hasn't pitted is going to pit. Now, are you putting enough gas in to run the next 12 laps? Are you filling the thing up? I think there's going to be a different plan for each car that comes to pit road. There's a handful of cars, McDowell, Dillon, Allmendinger, and Ware, that have already pitted. They could stay out, kind of like a road course. They're not a lap down, and they'll just cycle to the front. You see the beat and battered Denny Hamlin machine, the white hood with a bunch of tape on board, the King's Hawaiian roll.
Denny Hamlin's getting the free pass.
So if you're a Denny Hamlin fan, want to know where your guy is at damage
back
earlier,
on the lap.
Continue to persevere.
Or a King's Hawaiian fan.
Yeah,
or will he be?
We all?
No, I think he will get back on the lap.
But there may or may not be some up here in this booth.
Thanks to the AMR safety team, they've been busy tonight. Multiple incidents. They were there with Carson Hocevar as quickly as they could be. So at this point, 12 to go in stage 2. Been an eventful night here in Daytona. Last race of the regular season. And there are still some very hopeful drivers in this night where they know anything can happen. They knew that there was going to be chaos. The nature of super speedway racing. Win and you're in.
And they can't open pit road right here because the 77 has come to a stop on the entry of pit road, so they were not able to open it. There he is right there. You just can't bring all those cars down pit road with him sitting there.
So they're going to get FCG a push back to the garage.
So it'll be very interesting. I can make an argument. If you're a must-win car, I think this is an absolute timing to put 4 tires and fill it up with gas, and now you're basically racing 76-lap race. If you are looking for points because of maybe your regular points that you heard the guys in the pit box talk about, those guys, say like William Byron running second, he might take a splash of gas, try to go back on the racetrack and try to win this stage. There's an advantage for them. Let's listen into Priest in the 60, currently running third.
I'm sure he was asking why I pulled out, but I'm sick of following him. He doesn't know how to push, or whenever he pulls up in front of me, he doesn't know how to lead, so I'm not riding behind him.
We are told he was talking about the one of Ross Chastain. So some very direct thoughts there from Ryan Priest.
Well, it's funny because some guys just don't work well together, right? Or their cars don't work well together. Many times it's really hard to explain. Like, I can push that guy, but you know, he may not be able to push me, so he's no good for me. I can't take advantage of him. I got to find somebody else.
We're not done with Daytona, but we're already looking ahead to next week for the Southern 500 weekend in Darlington. By the way, Xfinity is racing on the road course at Paulden in the Pacific Northwest. It's a busy graphic, Pat, but that's because there's a lot going on across Fox Sports, CW, True TV, and of course on USA as well. So busy weekend. Cup and Trucks kick off the playoffs. Still 2 races to go for the Xfinity Series. So busy weekend. Next weekend on either side, of the country.
It's hard to beat a weekend at Daytona following it up with Darlington. It doesn't get much more historic than those two back-to-back. Love Darlington.
Going to have to be very clear with your communication to your driver. Multiple plans mean coming and going at different times.
Dave Burns is going to kick us off. Take it away, Davo.
William Byron staying out here. Remember, he started the day with a pre-race penalty and a lap down, but now running up at the front of the pack. Ryan Preece on your upper right there, he did pit. He'll get 4 Goodyear tires. Balance very good for that driver, Kim.
Balance also good for Cole Custer, bottom left. He said handling is good even at the end of the run, better than others. Maybe just a little snug mid-pack. The team telling you probably the last time we'll take tires. Marty.
Kim in stage 2, Ross Chastain drove from 22nd to 4th. Phil Surgeon said any issues with the handling? He said no issues at all. These are the cars that came to pit road. There were several, though, Lee, that did stay out, as Dave mentioned, William Byron among them.
You may have noticed there Brad Keselowski towards the back of the pack, leaving pit road. What happened at RFK?
Oh, stall.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up. Oh, 17,891.
Just hand me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Well, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go with over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Looking for a reason to try the $5 McChicken meal deal with McValue? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the $5 McChicken meal deal with McValue.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. That's actually an elaboration on point 2, but it counts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. 6, you can bring your own phone if you want. 7, also your number. Bring that too. 8, are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, is this my commercial?
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. If you encounter one wolf, chances are there's a pack nearby. Fortunately, the same applies to beer. Head for the mountains of Bush.
Back at Daytona, been a lot of focus on the fuelers tonight as the fuel save and the fuel consumption very important. I had to find out for myself, so I asked Big Rip Rozier for John Hunter Nemechek to show me the ropes. That connection right there, it's got to be in, but it can't be straight like that. Yes, it's got to be angled just a little bit. I learned that. I learned the car sometimes doesn't stop where you want it to, so you got to plug where it is. Fill it all the way up. Well, we got close, 86 pounds, and then no spill. Yeah, no spill. What do you happens when you spill? Big Rick told me that's OMG time. You've cost your team time, and maybe your tire carrier and your changer slip in that. That's not good either, Lee. Hopefully no sparks.
You're doing a great job, Dave. We've had the jack, we've had the rear tire change, now the refueling. What's next?
I'm not sure, but I'm looking around. Lots of jobs down here that I can't do.
Get him in a car, see how fast he can go.
Are you sitting beside him?
No way. I wouldn't ride with him on the highway, much less out here.
Hey, we had a really enjoyable and tight, close race to the end of stage 1. It's kind of got that feeling, Steve, again here in stage 2.
It really does. Byron Elliott, Blaney Larson, all very low in fuel. We assume they can make it. And old tires, we'll see if they can get those tires to grip for this short sprint.
Pace car's coming off.
Very important stage points.
Gonna be 8 laps to go on the stage.
William Byron, remember he started at the back, had to serve a penalty.
Green flag.
Penalty after a post-tech infraction. Let's get back to racing. He is side by side with his Hendrick Motorsports teammate, Chase Elliott. We're back to green with 8 to go.
See, the third row got separated. Now they're going to start getting momentum. Who will get to the row in front of them first? When they get there to be a big
Just saying, what's next for Kyle Busch? Just win, bro.
Look at that.
Win the next 10.
McDowell. He has been in the mix for so long. Now they split. Whoa! Top three positions are all Hendrick Motorsport Chevrolets. And Michael McDowell trying to take the fight to them.
Larson got underneath Byron, and then Byron had a big side draft onto Larson in the middle of the corner. Almost contact.
Oof.
Look at the
Damn.
pushing and shoving.
So Byron, my win pick, is leading.
Not where you want to push.
Great momentum out of that 71 and that 22. I think the newer tires definitely allow them to be a little more aggressive on the wheel. It seems like, especially through the trial, as you mentioned, Jeff, in corner entry, 22 switches lanes. He's going to go down and pick up the 5. Nope, back to the top.
You see that big bit of debris go flying?
Yeah, I did.
Michael McDowell now on their low side. Joey Logano. That 22 for Team Penske ducked up the inside.
The icky, sticky Laguna.
71 needs to be very careful. He keeps getting higher. That 19 is going to go 3 wide middle. There it is, 3 wide middle. The 71 out of line. The 71 just got too high. Allowed the 19 to shut him out, and he did.
No help for him. He is going to go all the way to the back. Steve, you said it. You just cannot give them the inside left rear quarter panel because they will move you to the outside. This is a great opportunity to
Here
learn
goes
how
Byron.
aggressive it is right
Takes
now,
the lead.
because this is great practice for the end of the
Side by
race.
side.
The big move by the 24. Push him out, turn left, get to his inside. I'm shocked by the recovery of the 22.
The two-time and reigning Daytona 500 winner on that bottom lane, but it's Joey Logano and Chase Briscoe who go to the front with Ross Chastain looking to tuck in somewhere.
Oh, Joey was trying to block. He just could not make that block on Briscoe.
Yeah, Ware in the lead was wild. Briscoe has the lead now. See somebody up ahead, they're going to lap.
Right down the middle. Now he bleeds to the top. Oh, now the 22 got to his outside.
3 teammates.
Hamlin.
William Byron, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott. They're coming up on Denny Hamlin.
So Hamlin's being
who's
lapped.
ailing with that damaged car.
I'll tell you something. I don't believe that William Byron's car is driving very well. That car is darting around.
I think tires are matter. I think tires matter because those 300 cars aren't old tires, and I'm with you, Jeff. They just don't look like they can tug on the wheel like the 19, 22, the 1. Remember, that big accident has shrunk the pack a little bit. And I think that just means there's more space available. So if you put tires on, you can, you can go places.
Parker, what you got?
Well, Steve, to your point on tires, Chase Elliott told Alan Gustafson under this last caution that tires are definitely starting to matter, that he wants fresh tires when they get to the next stage.
Speaking of that, Briscoe and Logano and Chastain, they all pitted on lap 85. They're all the same.
Kyle's back on track.
Inside the final 3 laps here in stage 2.
63 laps down.
Like right there, the 19.
So just need everyone to wreck like now.
Turn the wheel.
Everyone.
He just looks more secure with his car. I feel
Besides
like the
Kyle.
24 is kind of switching lanes. Well, I thought it was by accident. That was absolutely by choice. A big turn to the left, but can he hold it wide open with this shove from the 5? Or will he get tight right here up turn 4? Looking pretty good. Yeah.
Super aggressive. Coming to 2 to go in this stage. Logano to the outside.
And Briscoe just gets swamped.
Guess they're trying to make him some spots.
Uh-oh, now the 5's going to be stuck in the middle. This could be the end of Larson as well. Will anybody come to his aid? No, sir. Back goes the 5. 3 wide is waiting, though. The 19 of
Two to go on the stage.
Back, but I don't think he'll get there in time. No, he jumps out of line to go by the 5.
It's so dramatic when you get left with no one to help. Saw it happen to McDowell.
Ross Chastain pushing Logano right now.
Briscoe was able to recover a little bit. but it's Ross Chastain.
Coming to the final lap of the stage.
Then Ryan Preece. Preece with a big ride, a block. A huge block from Chastain on Preece.
And
Lawson's able to
final lap of the stage.
Blaney's stuck in that middle row.
50,000 or 5,086 second lap. Speed. Yeah, it's really competitive.
22 has the lead, but can he defend? There will be an absolute run at the end of this back straightaway. It's coming for the one of Chastain. The outside has the push.
William Byron gave Joey Logano a nudge there. Logano, Chastain. Who do you like the look of?
All right. Ross Chastain is going to win stage 2 at Daytona.
Ross Chastain will grab the win of stage 2.
That was about a 6.5 minute green flag run.
To look forward to at the end
6 minutes 22
of
seconds.
Zero Sugar 400. At the end of the regular season. Been 2 great finishes to the 2 stages thus far here in Daytona.
When you live with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it, without an audience. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time, so everyone else doesn't have to. And over time, it can help lower your A1C. Confident choices for more control of your life. This is progress. Learn more and try for free at freestylelibre.us.
The Ryder Cup, live on NBC USA and Peacock.
William Mattar has a reputation for being a good guy.
Because I am a good guy.
For being focused on motor vehicle accident cases.
Because I focus on motor vehicle accidents.
For fighting for his clients.
Because I fight for my clients.
If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, it matters who you hire. It matters in the experience as well as the results. Call William Mattar. Visit WilliamMattar.com.
It all started with 2 cars in his lawn, and now Ryan Phelps has nearly 300 quality used vehicles in Auburn, Sodus, and Phoenix. Ryan Phelps Auto is not only good at getting you approved, they care about their reputation, winning contests, earning 5-star ratings, and even an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
There's reasons that we've grown from being really small to where we are today. It's how good we are at financing and our reputation.
Visit RyanPhelps.com and see why everyone's buying from Ryan.
Hi, I'm Mike. And I'm Zach from Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. Call Charles and take advantage of our end-of-the-season specials. Air conditioners at low, low prices. Are you having issues with your air conditioner or just haven't gotten one yet? Well, take advantage of the Nice Guys end-of-the-summer special. That's right, Zach. Carrier air conditioners at low, low pricing. So call today to set up your free estimate. That's Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. 457-6911. And remember, we're the Nice Guys.
Centro is now hiring drivers and mechanics at all of our locations. You'll get a competitive salary, health, dental, and vision benefits, and we'll pay you while we train you. Come be part of our growing public transportation network and start a career with us. Apply online at centro.org or check us out at our open house on Saturday, September 6th in Syracuse. Centro, moving communities forward. Welcome aboard.
NBC3, winner of 2 regional Emmys for news excellence.
NASCAR on NBC is brought to you by Applebee's. Help us squeeze out childhood cancer. Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. Toyota. Let's go places. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Fan work is thirsty work. Back here at Daytona, and the 24 is in. Dave, tell us more.
He is on pit road when it's closed. That will be a penalty, and he'll have to go to tail end of the longest line when they come back. But he was so close on fuel. Remember, he pitted last on lap 38, so he was almost out, Parker.
And Chase Elliott failed to get stage points there in their tight battle for second in the regular season point standings. He's going to get 4 tires and fuel. Reported the car that he was very happy with the handling. Thought he could be aggressive even on those older tires.
Hey, you look good at the end of that second stage.
Yeah, so what they'll do, their penalty for pitting, the pit road is closed, as Dave said, is they'll have to start at the tail end of the longest line.
And basically, they pitted because they thought they would run out of gas to run one more caution lap. And that penalty, you could lose a lap. Like if you coast to a stop at the backstretch, they'll push you in, but, by the time they push you around here, you could easily lose a lap.
So just using that second stage as an example, that's what Alex Bowman wants to see, meaning an already guaranteed playoff driver winning the whole thing. And that means the 48 will make its way in. If you're just joining us, Alex Bowman was caught up in a big wreck earlier in this race in stage 1, along with 11 other drivers, and his car was too damaged to continue. So on the points that he's accumulated so far, he would be in. But if there is a fresh winner, he will be out.
Yeah, Alex Bowman told us after exiting the infield care center that he was going to be watching. That's going to be nerve-wracking.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
Busy pit road. Expect most everyone to come in.
Dave Burns is standing by. Dave, take it away.
And big Rick Rogier, who showed me how to fuel this week, he will fuel John Hunter Nemechek in the 42 upper left there. They'll go on the count, no tire change there. Joey Logano is going to get right side and left side tires, plus full of fuel. His car was free, Kim.
Crew chief Adam Stevens giving his driver Christopher Bell the option. Fuel only or right. Christopher said rights, I need some grip. They also tightened it up because it was edgy when the pace picked up, Marty.
Then after winning the stage, Ross Chastain caught his breath and he said, man, that is not fun being pushed like that. I'm way freer up front, but you saw the team leave, or Ross leave too early. They had to push him back in the stall and finish fueling the car.
It was messy between the 12 and the 1. Couple mistakes.
Stage 3 coming up.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms, and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now. For a limited time, you can save up to $800 off select adjustable mattress sets, or get a free adjustable base with select mattress purchase. Plus, no interest until 2030 when you buy in store. Only at Ashley.
Sonic just made snack time official with $1 Snacky Hour. $1 corn dogs, $1 mozzarella sticks, and $1 soft pretzel twist every day from 2 to 5 p.m. Sonic Snacky Hour. Live free, eat Sonic.
2 stages complete here in the Coke Zero Sugar 400. And the final one, the most important one of the regular season, still coming up under the lights here in Daytona. Lead Diffie Jeff Burton And Steve Letarte with you, enjoying this final race of the regular season. I want to show you some pit road replays. Have a close look at this.
Well, it starts with the one of Ross Chastain, who's very long in his pit box. So long that he actually has a penalty. He's over the front line while gassing at the bottom of your screen right here. So while he's putting gas in the car, the 12 is waiting because he expects this gas only to be very quick. So he waits and waits and waits and finally comes around the one. So the one being long and having a slow stop really hurt the 12. I'm not sure why the 12 was waiting unless he didn't think he could get around the one safely. But either way, it's a penalty on the one and a huge disadvantage for the 12.
He just thought it was a gas-only stop, so he thought that, crew chief's like, hey, he'll be in here quick. He didn't realize he was going to overshoot the box. He thought it was best served just to wait, and it ended up costing him. They're trying to work together, right? The two teams sitting next to each other will let them know, hey, I'm doing fuel only, right? To prevent a accident on pit road, but in that case, Chastain running through the pit box and having to come back, it actually didn't work out very well.
Keen to hear the thoughts on the Peacock pit box. Here's Brad, DJ, and Marty. Guys,
I'm happy to report as these other cars come down pit road, there were no jet dryers involved in stage 2 for Brad and DJ, and a much calmer stage 2 as well. I'm surprised as chaotic as stage 1 was, DJ. That was a very calm stage.
Yeah, but you got a lot less cars there, so that took a lot. That big crash took a lot of the contenders or people hoping to get a win here tonight out of the mix. But you have to look at who is out there. The chance for drivers needing a win tonight has gotten a lot less now that the drivers that have won here. And I look at Joey Logano, you're going to have to beat that 22 car if you plan on winning this race tonight.
Let's check out the credit ones to watch for the rest of the race, and I think there's a number of candidates. I think you picked that guy.
Yeah, that's my man right there. We've seen him here before. If he gets the lead, we know how wide he makes that car.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But Michael McDowell made a huge mistake.
I'm not buying a little boo-boo.
Second for that run, and this is a Daytona 500 winner. He's great every time we come here. I think he will be seeing red these next 60 laps. Watch out for that 71.
In full disclosure, Brad, I picked my pick. Penalty on pit road just a moment ago. But I'm not with Ross Chastain, and I'm not intimidated by the fact that they're this far back after that penalty a moment ago from pit road. He restarted 18th in stage 2, diff 1. Stage 2, we'll see if Ross Chastain can do it again at his home race. Used to come here as a fan in the stands. Maybe he can win his first ever Daytona Cup race.
Restart right here, diff. I'm not worried about the ones penalty because every car you see right there, single file, is technically under penalty. Pit road is closed when they come to one to go, so you know it's tail end. Everybody came in to put fuel in their car, or basically the back half of the field. It'll be interesting to see what NASCAR does. It's a little messy. We got the front 5 or 6 rows organized, then the 88's trying to figure out where he should be in the 5. There really should be a very large line of single file cars. You cannot double up. If you double up right here, you're going to be under penalty. So we're going to see if NASCAR makes sure everybody's in the right spot. It seems like it looks right with so many single file cars. All of those cars chose to come in
and
more gas.
Ready to start stage 3.
Green
the
flag.
Zero Sugar 400. The final stage of the regular season. Away we go.
The front can upset the playoff picture. We're looking at them now. it's a fresh set. Nemechek, Buscher, Jones, Priest, Gibbs, all needing wins to make the playoffs.
It's the 2 Legacy Motor Club Toyotas on that bottom line running 1-2. Toyotas filling those first 3 positions. Here's the view from Austin Dillon, last week's winner.
Spoke openly about his goal coming into this race was to push his teammate Kyle Busch, but Kyle Busch in an early wreck. Now Austin Dillon can just go out there and just take care of himself and try to win this race.
Let's quickly check out the Toyota driver update of John Hunter Nemechek. The best placed at the moment, right there with his teammate. Fellow Toyota driver Christopher Bell on the outside for JGR in that green Toyota Camry. John Hunter runs well here. Great average finishing position. His teammate Eric Jones has won this race. He won it as a 22-year-old. And what about Ryan Preece? Still very much in the mix, right behind his teammate Chris Buescher.
Nicobites on board, getting a workout preseason, but putting some moves on today. Everyone in the field needs another pit stop. Nobody can make it from this restart. 57 to go. We think they can run about 50.
Hey, Jeff, seeing Buescher and Priest there together, they were in the media center together yesterday, speaking to everybody. And jokingly, of course, problems against
Casey
Mears.
Looks like another flat tire on the right side.
And that's what happened early on in stage one.
No caution
No
so
caution
far.
yet.
Side tires, right side tires.
Oh, it just goes flat. Luckily for Todd Gilliland, Casey was able to keep that thing straight enough.
A little bit of contact, but as long as no debris comes off this car, and NASCAR will do their best to not know this caution.
Save. Good fortune, too, for BJ McLeod.
Yeah.
So here's Casey limping his way back to the pits.
And unfortunately for Casey, he's on the lead lap. He was on the lead lap. He recovered from that earlier accident.
So back to that story about Buescher and Priest. Buescher says, jokingly, because they kept getting asked about what it's like to race your teammate for a final spot. Can you get in? You win and you're in. And, you know, it's been tight for those two guys in the past couple of weeks. Buescher says, thou shall not wreck one's teammate until you get to the line and they're running backwards. But those two get on so well. They're great teammates this year with that expanded program at RFK to 3 cars with those two and Brad Keselowski, not only as a teammate, but as one of their bosses. And they still have a chance.
They have to feel pretty good about where they are right now. To be 55 laps to go left in this race, and in the position that they worked hard. Now they got to keep it. Now they got to find a way with pit stops, with aggression happening on the racetrack, to not lose the track position that you worked all night long to get.
You know, we're going to talk a lot about that pit stop, but I think
Jaden's talking weirdly.
We've seen some cautions tonight. We saw cautions in the spring that have not necessitated green flag cycles. I really think, to your point, Jeff, you just do whatever you have to do to run up front. Don't start worrying about giving up now. They're in good position.
Dave, let's talk more about John Hunter Nemechek, because his crew chief, Travis Mack, said prior to this race, keep an eye out for us, because John Hunter is a really good super speedway racer.
And Lee, I think if you go back and look at your previous races, you will see the 43 up front a lot. And in only 5 starts, he has the best average finish of any Cup driver in the series right now, 9.8. I played Hey, Did You Know with his...
I guess maybe just a hope for a miracle scenario where literally everybody wrecks besides him.
I believe it, because the guy is really good. John Hunter gets it. He gets out front. When you got your teammate behind you, that's a big help too.
Working that throttle even out front. Slowing the field down about 1.5 seconds slower than we've seen. That works with a teammate behind. He's being patient.
So interesting. Both of those guys need to win tonight. Teammates, they'll have some difficult decisions to make. And then there's other people in this field that have won. Already, they know they're in the playoffs. Nothing to lose. As this race starts to narrow down, Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin's slow.
Oh, man.
I mean, that might end up being a
Right front
caution.
tire on the 11 car. Obviously damage. I'm assuming it's because of a tire rub or something. We'll see if this will create a caution.
He had damage earlier in the night.
He's only heading into turn 1. This is going to have to be...
Turn the car!
Caution.
Okay, there's the caution.
They said he can't turn the car. That's why the car is kind of climbing up on the banking.
It's not been a fun night for Denny, unfortunately.
So it's about a 5-minute, 40-second green flag run, approximately.
Let's have a look at what happened.
Yeah, remember, already had damage. Had been on pit road working on this car. Tire goes down, probably from a tire rub, something from the damage. And then that damaged something else. And you heard him say, I can't turn the car. So car ends up the racetrack. All he can do is stop.
I believe we're going to see a packed pit road.
Let's have a listen to some radio from the 11.
How the did we do this? We will look at it in the garage and talk about it. I don't know yet what's broken.
Frustration between drivers. It's not how you want to enter the playoffs. I know they're running for points, but at some point, I'm not sure what he's got going on. He's staying on the racetrack up against the wall, just dragging and grinding. And what is going on here? I thought he would have come to pit road right there.
Does he have so little control of the wheel that he couldn't come down pit road?
Well, if that's the case, you think you would stop. Well, with pit road being closed, leaders won't pit. Let's just get one lap closer to what I think the fuel window would be. So I imagine the whole field will come into pit road when it does open.
When you say that you feel it's getting closer to that pit window, what's the outer edge of that? How far could you stretch?
I think we're here.
50?
Yeah.
50?
Well, I think guys were going to try to go 55 or 54 running way part throttle. I think 50 we're getting closer to running more full song. I think 45 to 47 is probably, hey, no concern, run as hard as you want. But from 50, I think everybody could find 3 laps between part throttle and Diff. I'm going to go out on a stretch and say we're going to have some yellow flags.
I'm just looking down into turn 4 and where Hamlin is, and Hamlin is finally coming to pit road this time. So the 11 has made it on there.
See if he can get a stop. His brakes are working. As we see here, Denny Hamlin on pit road, guys. I was listening to his radio there as all this was going down. He was driving around so the team could get prepared to sort of try and fix it. He wanted just tires, but wasn't sure what broke. The team wanted to investigate what's happened in the right front there and find out what is broken. And as you mentioned, Steve, he was riding around in an attempt to get some points. This team came in here in that close battle between 2nd and 6th in the regular season point standings. So they were hoping to maybe pick up some points and keep going. And Denny, pretty frustrated, as you heard on the radio there.
So the night that has been full of incidents and attrition, Riley Herbst out, Austin Cindric out, Bubba Wallace out, Noah Gragson out, all with damage. Alex Bowman out, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. out, all with damage. Kyle Busch spent a long time in the garage, and then he's some 64 laps down. Carson Hocevar out with that blown motor.
It's still not open. So Steve, this extended caution gets people even closer to being able to fill up and make it to the end.
Oh, they're all going to come at this point. I think the whole field will come, race to the end. Remember, some cars popped off, some needed a little more fuel than others, but I don't think there'll be a big split in pit stop times.
We've seen pit road pretty calm, tonight. Not everybody on pit road at the same time, but things are getting ready to change.
Yeah.
As track position starts to matter more and more.
Well, this is a night that can really change the complexion of the rest of your season. You win here, you'll walk your way into the playoffs.
The biggest wild card race of them all.
Are you kidding me?
This is going to be a finish we'll be talking about. Young Eric Jones, he'll score the win at Daytona. How about that race, boys and girls? Huh?
Justin Haley, the biggest upset in NASCAR history.
Checkered flag there, and William Byron will go playoff racing.
These guys have done an awesome job today and got us in the playoffs, and it's amazing, man.
Austin Dillon, Richard Childress Racing, they are going to the playoffs.
It's crazy. You just never give up.
Comes to the line! Jeff, your little boy has done it! I cried the whole victory lap. Can I have another chance to do that high five after I whiffed last year?
I thought I was in danger. I thought I was going to be hit.
I injured myself. I never really said that, but
can we practice
little
it
too
again
old,
now?
little
Can we do it?
little
There we
too
go.
old.
We'll get at. will finally get it right. But that little package there just shows just how much it means. And this race has seen for the last 15 years a different winner every time. Who might it be tonight, Dave?
Lee John Hunter Nemechek needs to win to get into the playoffs. His fueler is down. Big Rick goes down after fueling the car. Kim.
Fuel only for Austin Dillon top right. They're going to pack it full. Said Max Dave. Christopher Bell will take tires. He wanted that extra grip. Eric Jones also in for fuel, just trending a little loose on that 43.
This is great. I love this moment. Just everybody feels they have a chance. It's different for the guys who are already in. But what about John Hunter Nemechek? Desperation, desire, victory in sight.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call her?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man.
We can do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now. Find hot buys for every room, starting at just $199. Plus, for a limited time, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide. Or pay no interest until 2030 when you buy in-store. Only at Ashley.
You want me to take that for you?
That's okay.
Even taking a photo can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Okay, everybody, big smiles. Very good.
Okay, phone back.
One more for safety. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's do a fun one. Hold up the buildings behind you. Hold up the buildings. That's great.
I'm so sorry.
How do y'all know each other? You friends?
Greg?
Okay, everybody jump in the air at the same time.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. All right, from the top.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture, with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
Like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Toyota's got you covered. This guy went from dirt tracks to cup cars. This new kid is all gas, no brakes. And him, just a 3-time Daytona winner, no big deal. That's just a taste of our team of legends. Now you're up to speed. You in?
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in the chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com. This is where the season ends. History waits for one. The FedEx Cup playoffs conclude at the Tour Championship. Live on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
After the 26-week grind, 16 gathered. Fortune brought them to this moment. Now it's up to them. The NASCAR playoffs begin in Darlington, live on USA.
One of NASCAR's crown jewel events that you won't find anywhere that's harder to win.
Stay up, watch, go middle. Big time, watch your bottom. How much you gonna get there? Caution's out.
Hang on to it.
Little bastard.
Oh, he's lost it.
Gallery kid, I'm an idiot.
Multi-car incident.
Bouncing off each other like pinballs.
Darlington defines the best.
Hell yeah. Cover 500 winner, Denny Hamlin. Hell yeah. Good job, Eric Jones.
This race is all about keeping your head in it.
Hell yeah.
Chase Briscoe just raced his way into the playoffs. If you have never been to Darlington and it's within reach, next weekend, Labor Day weekend, go. Last year was my first time there and I was blown away. The history really grips you. It's a really special place. And as Jeff said earlier in this broadcast, to go from Daytona to Darlington, what a couple of weeks. We're going to cap the regular season here. It's the beginning of the NASCAR Cup Series 2025 playoffs next weekend in Darlington, USA. Countdown to green starts at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Going to be a huge weekend. Let's get some updates from pit road. Marty, you kick us off.
Yeah, how about Ryan Blaney, the next to last car on the lead lap? So what Jonathan Hasser is going to do here is he's going to bring Blaney back down pit road when they get 1 to go. He's all the way back in the 26th position. On the first stop on the cycle, they took brand new tires. Hasser's point is if we top off with 1 to go, you can run hard right from the beginning. We'll be good on fuel, Kim.
Well, Marty, we talk about the importance of spotters at super speedways, and for Christopher Bell, he cycled through a couple of different spotters this year. Started with Stevie Reeds, then used Matt Philpott, and then landed with Tab Boy in the middle of the summer. But this is their first super speedway race together. So Tab told me they sat down this week, they rewatched super speedway races, they listened to audio so he could figure out what Christopher needs. He is confident up on the spotter stand, though. Tab with over a dozen wins on super speedways, Dave, across 3 different series.
Kim had a chance to talk to Rick Rozier just a second ago, and he was beside himself, so upset that that fuel stop had gone wrong. Remember, they didn't put tires on the 42 car of John Hunter Nemechek, so when they have received a penalty for that fuel can going outside of the pit box, they're probably going to come back down here and put tires on the car. We'll see what happens, but Rick, just so upset that that went wrong. Parker.
And Dave, similar to what Marty reported on Ryan Blaney there for AJ Allmendinger, who's right now currently in second. They're going to pit when they get to 1 to go here, so they can go as hard as they can with the fuel they'll have in that car. You'll also see the 51 of Cody Ware and the 99 of Daniel Suarez. All 3 of those cars in a must-win position if they want to make the playoffs. They're going to top up full of fuel here at the 1 to go. You see them
topping off the fuel.
A busy pit road at 1 to go with pit road closed. The penalty's just tail end. So much like the last restart, we're going to have just an enormous line of single file cars moving behind the field. You see the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek changing tires now.
Bobby?
Yeah, Lee, same move for Phil Surgeon and Ross Chastain here. So they are weighted that entire time. They were actually 4th on the track when they came down pit road. They're taking their tires here, getting enough fuel to what they think to go all the way. And as we promised, Jonathan Hassel brings Ryan Blaney down.
Bunch of guys
just going to top them off with fuel here. So it's going to be interesting, Steve. Do you think these teams that pitted with 1 to go will have a little bit of an advantage here on this restart?
Well, I think they're going to feel like they have an advantage if it runs green, but we have a long ways to go. I'd be just shocked if they can all mind their P's and Q's from here to the finish. But that's basically what they're doing. These cars, you know, we're only talking a couple of caution flag laps, 2 or 3, depending on the car. But that's enough that maybe you're just going to save a little gas for a while. If you're Ryan Blaney, you don't have to save gas. You try to hope to catch the field kind of cruising around. These drivers are asked to do a whole lot of these pack races anymore. It's more than just picking the right line and trying to figure out who has the momentum. It's also managing, you know, the tires, managing the gap, managing your teammates, managing the fuel. Jeff, it's a pretty long laundry list.
It really is. And on top of that, winning this race means that you move along. Chance to win this race and go to the playoffs. Let's listen to what Austin Dillon and his team are discussing.
Like if we go hard the whole time leading, we cannot make it to the end. Is that right?
It's going to be really, really hard. So just got to be mindful of that. Save where we can when we can. But we can't get shucked either. You know what I mean? Like we need to keep our track position, and if we're in a situation where we're going to be light on fuel, we just got to hope we get some cautions to help us.
So go fast. Don't give.
No. Back green.
Enjoyable night in Richmond a week ago, and for those fans of RCR and Austin Dillon, your man got there, and it was quite poignant when he said post-race, I want to thank my grandfather Richard Childress for sticking with me through these tough times and not choosing a different driver. And midweek Richard Childress said, you know, it goes beyond him just being my grandson. He said he's a heck of a racer, and we never even thought about that. He's worked just as hard as we have.
Dillon's won a Trump Championship and Xfinity Championship.
Yeah, no one's ever hit the trifecta. You have come close. Drake Bethel also won first two. Never was able to do it at the cup level.
Well, we enjoyed this ride with Dylan. Pick your way through those guys who feel they have a chance. Eric Jones in the 43, Chris Buescher in the 5th, the 17, Justin Haley in the 7. They're at the front of this pack, and they need to be at the very front of this pack when the checkered flag comes out.
It goes deeper. Priest in the 60, Custer in the 41, Keselowski in the 6, Gibbs in the 54, Dillon in the 10, McDowell in the 71. This top 15 is littered with guys that have a chance to win this race.
Before the green flag dropped earlier this evening here in Florida, guys outside that cutoff line. There were 2 Cup champions, 2 Daytona 500 winners, and 3 summertime Daytona 3 summertime Daytona winners. That just shows the depth of this field and what's on the line here tonight.
And we thought we were going to have a points battle between Reddick and Bowman, but a couple accidents. Reddick in the first, Bowman in the second, basically locked Reddick in on points. So now the question is very simple. It's either Bowman or a new winner. That will set the playoff field.
Well, Bowman is nothing he can do. He's just sitting, watching television, hoping the wrong guy doesn't win.
Both the Legacy Motor Club Toyotas have looked good tonight. Look at that 43. A tribute to the King in those STP colors. Just a moment ago, Jeff mentioned Brad Keselowski in with a shot. Let's have another listen to TJ Majors. There's TJ, bottom box.
1.5 apart front.
You see the frustration? We went to
1.5, 1 apart in front. Still 1. Still lined up outside, 2 by 2 here. A lot of help out here, 71, 51, 110, all lined up with you. One apart in front.
Keep an eye out on that top lane for the monster Toyota Camry of Ty Gibbs. We have not seen a lot of Ty tonight. He's pitted on lap 111. He runs in 10th. There he is right there, tucked in behind Josh Berry, ahead of Tyler Reddick.
I mentioned that frustration about the spotter of the 6 because I think he sees the organized 2x2 and knows there's nowhere where his boss is going to go. Right? Brad is just going to basically, you know, ride around right here at the bottom lane and has to just patiently wait for handling to come in or people start making moves. Jeff, there's just, you know, there's nothing he can do right now. Now, if you get lackadaisical, you go backwards. They'll take you 3 wide and you can lose spots, so you have to defend. There's just not a lot of offense going forward.
3 wide is tight at this racetrack. You know, a lot of people think of Daytona being a very wide racetrack, but it is nowhere near as wide as Talladega. 3 wide is a heavy workload.
Is your favorite driver not yet locked into the playoffs? Well, they still have a chance if they're still in this race. 31.9 to go here in Daytona.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and protect. Another first from Valvoline.
He's a belle, he's a boy, he's Belt Boy. Hotels bring him joy, he's Belt Boy. Desperate with the best perks, like up to 20% off hundreds of thousands of hotels and a whole lot of other stuff I can't get into right now.
It's been a fun summer, but back to school is finally here. Make sure you get a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk, so you can show Grandma their new sneakers. Stream the last lap of the race, and order some last-minute school supplies while the kids enjoy the last moments of summer. Switch to Straight Talk and spend less on wireless with a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
Sonic just made snack time official with Dollar Snacky Hour. Dollar corn dogs, dollar mozzarella sticks, and dollar soft pretzel twist every day from 2 to 5 p.m. Sonic Snacky Hour. Live free, eat Sonic.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this. Get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Let the show begin here.
One play at a time. Just wait for moment, man. Here we come and dominate. Don't stop now. They don't get no better than this. Let's go. As good as it gets. The whole world works.
I'm entering the tournament. Come with me.
What are you driving for? A home? A family?
We make a good team.
That we do.
Coke Zero Sugar 400 here at Daytona. 35 laps to go. And a driver who got pushed on the wrong side of the playoff line has a chance of winning his way in. He sits second. His name is Chris Buescher for RFK Racing. The Texan has tucked in behind race leader Joey Logano.
The other cars didn't listen to you about being narrow at Daytona because they have finally got the 3 wide for about 7 rows, Jeff. We just know this feels like a ticking clock as we get closer and closer. The energy picks up. The patience are going to run out. We still have a long ways to go.
Well, that was one of my notes.
See if you're the row behind 3 wide, because what are you going to do? There is nowhere to go. The only thing you can do is try to push your line forward.
For NBA.
That's when frustration is going to happen. You see right there on board with Reddick, Brad Keselowski on the bottom, trying to get that momentum going. We saw him kind of stuck in line 2 wide. Well, here he is trying to make those moves.
Briscoe trying to decide in that second row if he wants to be in the middle or on the bottom.
We haven't mentioned the 41 of Custer much tonight, but there he is. That Haas factory car right there. Very familiar paint scheme. Going to give a shove to the 3 on the inside lane.
Like Austin Dillon jumped to the bottom. He wanted to be the first car leading a lane. We'll see if that bottom works.
Eric Jones in that very iconic 43 scheme was like, yeah, I haven't switched lanes, and now all of a sudden I'm in the middle of a swarm.
On board with thanks to Brez Tree. Here's Austin Dillon looking at Chase Briscoe.
Jeff, you mentioned something during break. You said if this runs long enough under green, handling is going to matter, and I agree. Because at the same time the tires are losing grip, the pushes are going to get stronger.
And you have to be more aggressive. You can't wait to make a move. The second you see it, you've got to drive into it. Big push right there from the 43 to the 19. And as hard as a drive well, it's hard to be aggressive. It's hard to just have confidence. You can put it wherever and it's going to stick.
Am I crazy, or did this just escalate quick?
It did.
In about
Really
5 laps.
The whole tone changed.
It's like everybody was getting instruction on have to save a little, have to this. Okay, cuffs are off. Make it happen.
Briscoe drifting up to that middle lane, now decides to come back down. That's something that's going to be key at the end. It was something that our teammate Parker Kligerman did so well last night to win his way in the Xfinity Series race. That split-second decision-making. Working in unison with your spotter, but that instinct, that split-second instinct. Mirrors, feel, communication.
On board Brad Kozlowski, Coleman Presley, the spotter for the 22, is working overtime right now. Looks simple because the 17's behind, but he knows that it can happen in an instant. The 17 can take that run. The bottom lane can get organized.
Talked about Alex Bowman's situation, sitting watching this race. I know there's a lot of guys that I would be afraid to win it, but the one running second would have my attention. Chris Buescher. He won this race a few years ago. He is a very good racer all around. He's good road courses. He's good at drafting style racetracks.
30 laps to go.
RFK, no cars in the playoffs. You have to get in the playoffs for it to be a successful year.
Steve, you just mentioned Coleman Presley. Let's have a listen to the spotter of the 22.
2 wide for 6 rows, nose ahead bottom on a tandem. Inside, there's 4 cars and then it's soft. Just 4 cars and then soft. 17, 5, 60, 21 is 2 wide, 3 wide behind them. 29 laps to go. Still inside. 19, 43, 7, 54, 3 bottom. 17, 5, 60, 21 top. 2 wide racing, bottom lane's gone. The bottom lane is lane 2 here, the 19. Paul, talk to me about our fuel. Looking good. Stuff. Still inside, equal strength. You are clear. The 17 is not. 17 is not. 17 is a tight one. 17 is clear. 17 is clear. 17 is a tight clear on exit. 17 is a tight clear. The 19 is bubbled out. Soft at our 4s. Soft at our lanes 4. 2 wide racing here. 17 is clear. Nose ahead top. 17 is clear. Nose ahead top. There's 5 guys making the bottom work right here. They're loose at their 5. 17 is cleared. 17 is cleared. 17 is cleared. Distance is going to get back inside. Only you are now. Only you are now. Lanes are built the same. Lanes are built the same. Nose ahead bottom. Nose ahead bottom. Nose ahead bottom built the same. Still there.
Coleman Presley. He is from a great racing family, the Presley family. Unbelievable racers in North Carolina. He and Joey Logano have known each other, been friends forever, and that is a language they speak to and of themselves. You know, they have trained themselves in knowing all those words mean. They have watched hours and hours and hours of tape to come up with those phrases so that Joey Logano knows what's going on behind him, not just what's in front. Because Joey, knowing that, he can start playing defense. He knows what lane to be in. He knows what's coming from behind without even having to look. That is complete trust, but it's also training. It almost sounds like a play coming from the sideline to a quarterback.
Yeah, shorthand for sure. The pushers are getting big.
That was close with Eric Jones. Really close. And again, the 22 of Joey Logano coming good at the right end of the season. The drive last weekend in Richmond from the back to 4th was brilliant. It was really methodical. The 3-time and reigning Cup Series champion leads with 27 laps to go. This is going to be a thrilling end.
Gets into the last commercial break.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
Pod's last sale of the summer is even bigger than ever. Now you can save up to 30% on moving and storage until September 22nd. Whether you're relocating to your new home or renovating your current one, don't miss this bigger than ever offer. Save up to 30% today. Book at pods.com.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask, but he's not going to. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Big day, everybody. That's the spirit. We're having lots of fun. What's going on? Oh, the Homes.com network just hit 100 million visitors. So we're throwing a party now that we're the go-to site for home shoppers.
You don't think this is a little over the top?
Over the top? It's 100 million, Marcy. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, we get that every month.
Excuse me?
What are you going to do? Throw a party every month?
Party every month, everybody! I don't know how to change the song on Homes.com, the place to find a place.
From local shops in Portland, Maine, to national garages in Portland, Oregon, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service are here to keep your business moving at full speed.
Did you know people are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew? And at Wendy's, you can all have 2 of your select faves for just $3. Everyone gets what they want. Yeah, I totally made up that stat. $3 breakfast? Gotta be Wendy's.
You can spend fall Saturdays on hay rides with pumpkin lattes. But we know fall Saturdays are for college football. Spectacular! So you can watch the leaves change, or you can watch this live on NBC and Peacock. This is to you, Tony.
Oh, someone's on the wall.
Closest friends.
That's BJ McLeod.
Toby Keith, American icon.
Gonna be able to get around. No caution yet.
Problems for BJ McLeod. Went up into the wall and now is limping down the back stretch.
Might be a
towards
caution.
Pit road entry.
Yeah, big hit for the 78. Shock there's not a caution. You see the damage to the right side of the
Might
car.
end up being a caution.
BJ's on the lead lap.
Yeah. No?
So pull as far away from the racetrack as he can get.
Good work. Meanwhile, it's Chris Buescher pushing fellow Ford driver Joey Logano. And how about Eric Jones? Does the famous 43 have a chance? And Haley, look at Justin Haley in the Cambridge 7 for Spire Motorsports and Ty Gibbs. There are drivers everywhere in this front of this pack who need the win to get in.
There's some great racing.
Look at all the ground the 19 car has lost. 17 of Buescher. He lost a few, but he was able to recover. But they had an issue getting into turn 3. Watch this. 43 to the quarter panel. The 17 drags him back. The 19, I don't know if he was being pushed by the 5 car a little bit. He had to get out of the gas. And look at all the momentum he loses.
That's what it looked like. It looked like he had to check up for the 17. And here's what happened to the 78. Gets caught by the 34. And as I mentioned, a really hard hit in the outside fence. Was able to keep going straight.
Let's talk more about Chris Buescher with Kim Kuhn. Kimmy?
Yeah, RFK trying to put a car into the playoffs. I asked crew chief Scott Graves this morning how much pressure is on that 17 team, and I was surprised when he told me the distractions actually went away when the points route for them to the playoffs disappeared. Now they have one focus, win this race. They've won it in 2023. They have high hopes they can do it tonight. I would guess maybe the stress levels a little ratchet up with 20 to go here. Chris was just told, though, lap and a half to the good fuel-wise.
He said yesterday, vehemently, he said, one of the 3 of us can get in. Because without even turning a wheel in practice or qualifying, he said, our cars are strong. I know that. They're just going to roll off strong. We've got the speed. We've got the fuel efficiency. We will be contenders. And he is, with 19 laps to go.
That's 7 of Justin Haley leading the outside lane. He has a win here in Cup.
Low job, McLeod.
Lightning shortened race. 2 wins in the Xfinity Series.
Eric Jones to the lead.
A few years ago, when he was full-time Xfinity, I thought he was one of the premier drafters in that series. He really had to make the runs work. He seemed to always find his way to the front. I think he moved to Spire when they were still building their equipment, and now the equipment matches his ability, and here he is running inside the top 5.
Big run by Logano right here. Got a big run, hung a left on the 43 of Jones, and Buescher, he did a great job recovering from that incident in turn 3. Look way back in the pack, the 19 of Briscoe, he could not recover.
And there is Ty Gibbs, just quietly hanging in the top 6 on the bottom lane. 54.
Larson's
Monster Toyota
not
Camry.
doing bad either. He's up in the
What
top
can the youngster
5.
do tonight? Imagine that. Imagine if he repeated what your son did last year, gets his first Cup win, and races his way into the playoffs. The pushes are getting more aggressive. 18 to go. How do you get from 10th, 12th, 14th to the front? If you're Busher, how do you push Logano to the front? You have to be aggressive. It's the only way you can make it work.
This has been a wonderfully positive night for Legacy Motor Club. Earlier for John Hunter Nemechek, pretty much for the whole night long for Eric Jones, as he leads yet another lap. Talk more about Jones. Here's Kim.
Yeah, we've talked at length this season just about how Legacy Motor Club is trying to chip away at their program, slowly making gains, starting to see that. But most recently, Eric Jones has just not had the finishes they wanted. Finished 25th or worse in 5 of the last 7 races. Talk with the team, they said a win here would totally change the complexion of the second half of the season for him. Remember, Jones won here in 2018.
The King, he's carrying the King's colours. The King, Richard Petty, had 74 Cup races here. He won 10 times, and of course, an amazing 7-time Daytona 500 winner. He won 3 of these summer races. Imagine if Eric could do it in those colours.
Yeah, that would make it even more special. Look at Logano.
Look how aggressive he got. A little bit of a side draft. Right to the quarter panel, the 43 car. Then he turned left and got away from him. Get that air clean back up and get a push in the 17 of Busher.
Let's remember, William Byron won the Daytona 500, but he took the white flag outside the top 5. You know, a lot happened in this last lap, so I know, as we see AJ Allmendinger with the
AJ's slow.
around on the flat of the racetrack, Parker.
Right, he's got a misfire in that engine. It's sort of, he just came on the radio and said it quit, so he's coasting back to pit road.
Right now, he's in the middle of turn 2. We'll see if he can get any sort of fire under the hood to get back to pit road. The field will be coming by him right here. You're going to see him on the left side. He's
that might be
off
a
the racing
caution.
surface, but right there on the apron.
What a shame on such a special day for Corlig Racing, Jeff, announcing their association with Ram coming into trucks next year.
Yeah, it's a big move for Colleague Racing, and also a big move for racing in general to have Ram coming back into the truck series. It's going to be fun.
Austin Hill and Zane Smith with wounded cars, and they just stay out of the way because here comes the pack. And just like that, fellas, there's only 14.
Is that actually what he said right now, or is that
Blown by.
you're joking?
We talk about positioning all night long, but just look at the 42. He had that penalty. You know, now there he is outside the top 15. He was up front. Pit stop penalty just hurt him. His teammate continued to lead that outside lane.
Gotta be careful if you're Busher in that 17 car. You cannot give the bottom up to Ty Gibbs. You're pushing so hard at Logano. You have to focus, though. You cannot just let somebody have your inside.
You're starting to see that 3 wide back 6 or 7 rows. They know there's not enough laps if they don't really pull out a line. Even if they don't feel like it's a real positive move, they have to really try something.
Hey, Marty, we were talking yesterday about how Paul Wolf and the 22 team have been so focused on Darlington next weekend. But if they win here, what a boost heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, Lee, you know, it's funny. I talked to Paul Wolf about that yesterday, and I said, what did you do this week? He said, I focused a lot on Darlington. He said, very honestly, and Steve, you know this, there's not much I can do to prepare for Daytona. This is Coleman Presley and Joey Logano. Can they bring it home?
Oh, around goes Joey Logano.
Hold it, get it straight. Still green here, still green.
Still green?
22 will spin to pit road, so the yellow won't come out.
No caution.
after leading for 23 laps in this
Caution.
Coke Zero Sugar 400. The caution does come out.
Yeah, when it went straight into the grass, I think it forced NASCAR to throw a yellow. And now he's stuck.
Now he's stuck in the grass.
Frustration in Joey's voice when everything had been going so well.
At the front, this wreck happens. We see
Or he's just holding down the brake and the gas and acting like he's stuck.
contact, and then contact to Busher as well. You wonder how much damage he has. Did they touch here, Steve?
Man, I don't know if the 43 and the 22 touched or if the 22 just got loose. If they touched, it was very slight. Hard to tell from this angle. I mean, he's spinning. You don't know if he would have saved it or not, but then the contact with the 17 ended it. Yeah. Look at this. Look.
There's a gap between Jones and Logano
I
there.
see a gap still.
I don't know if there is contact.
Man.
There's about a 26-minute green flag run.
And with 12 laps to go, can you afford to come down pit road and look at it, work on it? Probably not.
Nope. You're going to have to learn that there's too much damage after the green, because it looks to me that it folded in below that right front headlight. Yeah. You see right where the number is. It's hard to tell because there's so much movement in this
11 to go.
Anyway. How about this? If I can't tell from this camera,
This race is going to
angle,
get dummy
there's no reason
stoopy.
Yeah, that is what the teams will do. There's cameras all over the racetrack that the manufacturers take advantage of. They will be looking at our shots, but they also have their own they can look at to really get a close-up.
Let's have a listen to Eric Jones' radio from a moment ago.
He knows. I never touched him. Yeah, they just showed it on TV. Sort of an inch off his bumper, but there was a gap the whole time before he got loose. At that point.
We talked about as we get down to the end of this run, tires getting older. We heard drivers complaining about drivability at the end of long runs earlier in the race, and that's a good example of it. No contact. Logano's car just goes around on him.
Here it is again.
Yeah, just simply got loose.
This is the better angle.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, right there, there's a solid 6 or 8 inches. I don't think, I mean, if there was contact, I think it's after the 22 is already getting loose. There you go. Let's take a look. It's right on board. I don't think he hit him. And you saw the 22 on pit road. The last time we saw him, he was stuck. So they have this air system where they aired up the rear shocks, the things extend, and he drives it to his pit box. They do some work, and they release the thing, and it lowers back down. So good news for the 22, one of the teams that opted to have that system on their car here at Daytona. They did lose a lap, but there's for sure the opportunity to get the free pass with all the craziness getting ready to happen in these last 10 laps. Pit road open now. We will see if anybody decides towards the back half if tires are more important than track position. Can't imagine the leaders will, but somebody might say, my only chance. There you go, Austin Dillon. Briscoe had lost his track position.
Briscoe's pitting, Austin
Probably
Dillon's
gonna put
pitting.
tires on and put fuel in case we see a green, white
Guys
checker
front and
extra
back are
laps.
pitting.
These guys will be good on fuel before the leaders.
Ty Dillon, Todd Gilliland, Josh Berry. Dave, take it away.
And the 19 of Chase Briscoe, who had lost all that track position. Remember, we got shuffled out. So why not come here now, put on 4, see if they can make some ground. Kim.
Austin Dillon also putting on 4, looking for a little extra grip so he can race hard here at the end, left on the jack.
So while this race off pit road happens, take a look at the race order, the standings on your screen, and how many drivers are in prominent positions who need to win to get in.
This is what this race has become. It's an opportunity. Eric Jones, Justin Haley, Kreese, Busher, Gibbs, McDowell, Custer.
It's building for a grandstand finish. The Coke Zero Sugar 400.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily, Jardiance at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired, and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Let the show begin here.
One play at a time. Separate the moment, man. Here we come and dominate. Don't stop now. Can't get no better than this. Let's go. As good as it gets. The whole world watches. Oh, this is building for an unbelievable finish.
Getting ready to go here with 8 to go. It's going to be 8 to go when we go back green.
Can Eric Jones do it in that historic, iconic paint scheme? The STP scheme, the last time that livery won here in Daytona. Richard Petty the King, 1984. Wouldn't that be special? And of course the King, part of Legacy Motor Club. And to celebrate, if he could do it. And Jones won here as a 22-year-old. Imagine if he wins with that, with Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, who's a team advisor, the King, so much surrounding this ever-improving Legacy Motor Club program. That'd be pretty cool.
They'll count out that 7 car, Justin Haley.
All right, going back green.
All right, here
Pace car's off.
We know what finishes are like here at the World Center of Racing. Do we go green the
It's going to get dummy stoopy.
so much on the
Gray flag.
It's time to bring the action here in Daytona. There's a playoff berth waiting for somebody, or maybe, just maybe, Kyle Larson can win and keep his teammate Alex Bowman in the playoffs.
Justin Haley and Eric Jones side by side in the front row. I would love to see Haley win.
Who's going to be the first one to make it 3 wide? Mid-pack. How will you get to the front if you don't do something like that?
Look at all those cars at the front on the low line. Haley, Priest, Buscher, Gibbs, McDowell. They all need to win to get in, and they all stand a chance.
7 to go.
7 to go from here.
Interesting dynamic on the bottom. 2 RFK cars running right behind the 7 car. If you make a move, if you're Priest and you make a move, you have to believe that Chris Buscher's going to go with you.
Absolutely. For the 7, his only saving grace is that double yellow line to his left is out of bounds. Look at the 43 wiggling on the nose of the car. The 7 using that out of bounds line as a pick, not allowing the 60 to get to his left. That run down the backstretch for the 43, he had more wheel input than he did in the corner. It was unbelievable.
I love the positivity coming from Ryan Priest in the 60, who sits second on that low line. He said, I love this team environment. My first year with RFK. I've never been in a team like this. And he said the belief, the communication across the 3 of us. And
Justin
right
Haley
across
to the
team,
lead.
He gets a little loose with one of his teammates right behind him, Chris Buscher.
Let's go, boy.
7's now clear. So isn't the 60 of Priest. He has options. Where will he go?
Let's go,
He's going
Justin.
right to the outside of the 7, the 43
Damn.
line.
I think the 43 got pushed out of line.
Sure did. Priest to the front with Haley on the low line.
And Eric
Priest
Jones
did
falls
exactly
back.
what he needed to do right there. As soon as he got free and in single file with the 7, he jumped up on the outside to be the leader of a line.
Ryan Priest still lead.
Like that, Eric Jones to the back, no help. I mentioned it a lap before, he just steered all the way down the backstretch. He was wrecking, basically. The 5 was pushing so hard, he just couldn't keep the car straight.
Great catch, great save. Justin Haley in that Gainbridge Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. The place where he got his one and only Cup win. Can he do it again? And it's still hard to conceive that the driver of the 5, Kyle Larson, has never had a top 5 here at the World Center of Racing. Could he win to keep Bowman in?
So how can Larson disrupt the 60 car? What can he do to try to get by him? He has a teammate behind him. He can make a move and try to make it 3 wide on the outside, but the 9 would go with him, but with the 20, with the 24, we haven't seen 3 wide work all that often today, but with so much help behind him, I think it's worth a try.
Under 10 miles of racing to go. The 7 doing a really nice job. Very organized, straight, forcing the 17 to push, not allowing the 17 to get to his left. Just a half a car off the line, no more.
3 to go.
We're getting into that zone where some impatience will come out. 3 laps left here at Daytona.
Trying to go to the third lane, we're going to have to go for it.
There you go, we're going to have to go for it. Because they know the reality. It's now or never. You're staring at a playoff berth, but who wants it more? Who's going to be able to execute in the time when it counts?
Larson and Chase Elliott, 200 cars. If one of them could win, it would put their teammate Alex Bowman in. There's a lot of dynamics at the front of this
Side by side, coming to 2 to go.
Top 4, Ryan Priest and Chris Buescher.
Justin Haley and Ryan Priest. Here comes Larson.
And it's going to leave Ryan Priest.
2 to go.
Nobody to help.
Priest falls back.
It's not a view that he's enjoying.
He did nothing wrong. Priest did absolutely nothing wrong.
Now can they muster up a run?
Is Justin Haley going to be able to do it?
Here comes the 5 of the
Get his second career win, maybe. Here comes Larson.
Boy, that 5 team and Larson, they need this boost heading into the playoffs. It's been a rough year ever since doing this.
What's going to happen?
And the Coke 600. Look at Cole Custer in the 41 up against the fence. Larson's got his
coming to the white flag.
What about Haley?
Here comes Cole Custer.
To the white flag.
At the white flag, Cole Custer has the lead.
Cole Custer has gone to the front of this.
Wow.
He's got way out in front, though. Look at the gap that he's given Blaney.
Larson in the middle. Haley down low. Being pushed.
And here comes Haley once again. Who is going to win at Daytona?
In the top 4 positions. Now Haley goes up to the fence.
Here comes Haley. And Custer down below the yellow line. Oh my God, Blaney to the lead.
Can you believe the finish that we are about to see?
Blaney and Custer. What is going to happen? Who is going to win it? Blaney, Custer, side by side. Ryan Blaney wins at Daytona. And they spin behind.
But it's Blaney who gets it done and continues his amazing run of late.
Wow.
Keeps Alex Bowman in the playoffs.
That was a great finish.
So close for so many hopefuls, but it's a veteran for Team Penske that gets it done.
Bowman makes it in, yeah.
And what about Daniel Suarez, who thought he may have had a chance? What a final lap.
Let's replay
Damn, look at those like top 10 margins. Especially the top 5.
Blaney was 13th with 2 laps to go. Did a great job of working himself to the front.
Right now, Custer's thinking to back up to the 12 to get the run. The 7 gets the big push, and this is where it kind of goes wrong for the 41. He makes a great move, but
Ryan Blaney gets his second Coke Zero 400 win.
3 wide top, shot out of a cannon. I thought the 41 had momentum. Back to Busher.
You see Blaney comes down. Right here, Custer tries to stay away from him, hoping to get some help, but Blaney did a great job of just looking at his mirror and getting the energy from behind to get to the start-finish line first. It would have been an interesting finish with the 41.
Yeah, that third line did fork so fast.
Straight away, but I believe NASCAR would have ruled he got pushed below the yellow line.
Good job, dude. Oh, yes. Go, boys. Great job.
13th to the win in 2 laps.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy. 13th to the win in 2 laps.
With it comes.
So, he was the last Ford driver to win way back in Nashville and the 14th race of the season. This is the 26th race. So he ends that drought. Same driver. He had 5 top 10s in a row coming into this race. Now throw in another win on the season. Hitting great form at the right time. And unfortunately ending so many hopefuls chances. The likes of Suarez and Busher and Haley and Custer.
I mean, behind Blaney, the next 5 were guys that needed to win. They all put themselves in position, but Blaney took it from them.
How about Jones all the way back to 5th?
Yes.
Yeah. It was just a couple laps ago. He was going to the absolute tail of the field. What a race. Ryan Blaney, Tim Penske, here in Daytona.
Blaney burns it down.
What an epic drive for Ryan Blaney. An un-Blaney-like night. He loves to lead. He rode in the back for much of this evening, but when it counted, he was able to come up through the field from 13.
Blaney led 27 laps.
In 2 laps with a little helping hand from Cole Custer as they came up through the field together on that final restart. Ryan Blaney wins for the 2nd time at Daytona.
Still fall off.
And as he always does, he will go collect the checkered flag and find a Ryan Blaney fan in the stands and give it away.
Yeah. Cowboys missed the playoffs.
Found a young man to give it to. Wow, I don't even know where to start with those final 2 laps. You made a plan with Cole Custer on that final restart to say, hey, we've got to work together. Did you ever dream it would turn into a win, though?
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's, what a wild last couple laps. Honestly, you know, I was with Cole. I kind of asked him on the restart, like, if you go to the top, I'm going with you. And we kind of just waited, and then the opportunity came, and he made a good move to get to the top, and we were able to really get good shows. A couple good guys behind us, and then it just kind of cleared the way for me when the 7 and 41 got racing, and I was able to clear on the top and just barely hold out for the win. So, cool night, man. Everybody, thanks for coming, man. This is so cool. Awesome crowd tonight, awesome night, and really appreciate Advance Auto Parts, Menards, Ford, Roush Shakes Engines, Dex Imaging, Wabash, the Worth Group, Body Armor, everything for they do. It's so cool to have Advanced Auto Parts in Victory Lane. Shane, the CEO, is here, so I can't wait to see you.
You played this race like you don't like to play Super Speedway races. You were in the back for the majority of it. How frustrating at times was this evening?
I mean, I think we kind of just took what was given to us, you know, like kind of how we played stage 1. Had to take a lot of gas in stage 2, and I wasn't going to make any ground, so I just really went into max fuel save mode to where maybe I could go a little bit earlier than other guys. And so, yeah, it's definitely a little bit not as traditional way we like to run them. We like to lead laps and things like that. I just couldn't really get there to the end, but got there when it mattered. So it's cool to win here again. Won here a few years ago, and nice to be back.
When I talked to him yesterday, he said, my first goal is just to finish. He did better than that. He gets to victory lane, and what a roll this 12 team is on to finish the regular season.
And Marty, he says, good to lead some laps. Well, Ryan, you led the most laps in the race. Most
He did?
in the first stage, but the most important one
27.
of all. Progressive post-race show coming up here on NBC and streaming on Peacock. So we're going to have mixed emotions. The celebratory mode there of Ryan Blaney and Alex Bowman, who will point his way into the playoffs, and those who got oh so close. Daniel Suarez, Justin Haley, Cole Custer, Chris Buescher, Eric Jones.
What a great finish.
All super efforts, but just so close. Just not enough. But boy, did they try. What a performance. Progressive post-race show coming up. More from Daytona. What a night.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed.
I'm going to end this shit right here.
Breztri
It
gave
was
me better
fun
breathing,
times tonight.
symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
I thoroughly enjoyed this race, even though Kyle wrecked and missed the playoffs. That fucking sucks and just depressing.
Increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if
But overall, it was a fun night.
vision changes or eye pain occurred.
Ask your doctor
Yeah,
about
I'll be live for the Southern 500 next week, obviously.
My watch is broken.
And then, is there Xfinity and trucks next week?
Looks like happy hour. Head for the mountains.
Subway's footlongs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki with 58 grams of protein. And now Subway MVP rewards members
Xfinity's
can
at
buy any
Portland.
football in the app and get 40% off. Fuel up now in the Subway app.
Well, the trucks are at
Pack
Darlington.
here at Daytona International Speedway. This is the NASCAR America post-race show presented by Progressive. What a night. Really good crowd for this summertime
Alrighty.
race.
And we're going to end this right here. I want to thank you guys for watching.